Yo.
They want me to trust them, I said I want a location. I know they ain't think I would kill me like this. I don't know what they would think, but I wanted them gay. Should've seen look on their face. I don't know people was shocked. My kid, my mama, my nigga, them need me. They need to free him, J. Folks still stuck in the box. I ain't been shit connect, praying like gangsta. Whole time really be pissed. Nigga was speaking on 3 and got caught in the E. Heard it got left in the booth. Brand new Glock on the market, this bitch is 10. But it can knock down 20. Stop playing like they don't know what happened with her. I got 45 shots for what to be bullied. I hate the whole thing now that I met her, but they had put on the coat. I was slumming a nigga behind this eight. Telephone call my blow. Forced inside in the SUV, got caught in the E-way, nigga, that tough. I'm the type of nigga come knock on your door. You the type of nigga that'll know you fuck. I'ma think she's 13. I'ma send me some shot on your mama and them having a church scene. Come through, we beat in the blow, and Draco. Niggas ain't outside, niggas gon' murder me. Say you a fag, and I had to check back a pallet. Point out, I bet I can have it. I'm step by digging the zone. And I can still see me in police like, man. Everything cut dope. Only low. Only Cujo. Pretty and clean. They want me to trust them, I said I want a location. I know they ain't think I would kill me like this. I don't know what they would think, but I wanted them gay. Should've seen look on their face. I don't know people was shocked. My kid, my mama, my nigga, them need me. They need to free him, J. Folks still stuck in the box. I ain't been shit connect, praying like gangsta. Whole time really be pissed. Nigga was speaking on 3 and got caught in the E. Heard it got left in the booth. Brand new Glock on the market, this bitch is 10. But it can knock down 20. Stop playing like they don't know what happened with her. They got 45 shots for what to be bullied.
Yer. Mic check, mic check, mic check. How y'all bumming with this view, man? How y'all bumming with this view, man? Yeah, if you got a music video, send in the music video, cause now we could watch the video while we do the review. You feel me? So now, you feel me? Now, what y'all give Twitch? You feel me?
They want me to trust them, I said
now what y'all give
I know
Twitch?
they ain't think I would kill me like this. I don't know what they would think, but I wanted them gay. Should've seen look on their face. I don't know people was shocked. My kid, my mama, my nigga, them need me. They need to free him, J. Folks still stuck in the box. I ain't been shit connect, praying like gangsta. Whole time really
now what we giving Twitch? 1 through 10 now. 1 through 10 now. You feel me? 1 through 10 on this angle. 1 through 10 on this angle.
I hate the whole thing now that I met her, but they had put on the coat. I was slumming a nigga behind this eight. Telephone call my blow. Forced inside in the SUV, got caught in the E-way, nigga, that tough. I'm the type of nigga come knock on your door. You the type of nigga that'll know you fuck. I'ma think she's 13. I'ma send me some shot on your mama and them having a church scene. Come through, we beat in the blow, and Draco. Niggas ain't outside, niggas gon' murder me. Say you a fag, and I had to check back a pallet. Point out, I bet I can have it. I'm step by digging the zone. And I can still see me in police like, man.
You feel me?
Only low.
1 through 10 on this angle, man. How y'all feeling, man? 1 through 10 on this angle, man. How y'all feeling, man? All right, let's get into it. Next up, we got Multi-Max. Multi-Max, man. Let's cut it up. All right, Multi-Max, you got a song called Forever V1. Let's do it, man.
I remember the day one girl tried to cross my way. You broke and don't wanna understand, but now alone I'm left to stand. And one day, ring on my phone. You were calling when I'm feeling alone. You say you want to hear my heart.
I don't know about this, bro. God damn. We got The Weeknd at home. That's what this is. We got The Weeknd at home, brother. Shit. wrap it up, man. It's not bad. It's not bad, bro. You just gotta get the you gotta get your goddamn your singing in cue, man. Your singing is a little bit off, bro. Okay, your singing is a little off. Okay, yeah, we got the weekend at home. It's crazy. Okay, your singing is a little off, bro. All right, you just gotta get some. What can help you out? To be completely honest, bro, what can help you out is don't sing. Okay, just don't sing, bro. All right, that's gonna help you out, bro. Just don't sing, bro. All right, just don't sing, bro. I'm trolling. Nah. In all seriousness, this was gonna help you out, okay? If you don't sing, just don't sing. Just don't sing. No, I'm just playing. No. Listen, no, seriously. That's what you gotta do, bro. You gotta sing in your natural voice, bro. Singing your natural voice, bro. See, what's going on is you trying to sing too high. La 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 la. You feel me? That's too high, bro. Just bring it down. Sing in your natural voice. La 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 la. You feel me? Now it's gonna sound more natural. It's gonna sound less stressful to the listener. Trust me. Try it, bro. Trust me. Try it, bro. Okay? Just sing in your natural voice, brother. All right. Next up, let's go to the next one, man. Let's go to the next one, man. Next up, we got Scar with Too Far. Let's do it.
Trying to escape from this town, escape from the one I found. I'm locked out right here, 'cause there's no one around. You won't stay right here, lay me on the ground. No, I can't stay right here, leave me where I'm found. I've been trying to move in my own way, same shit, I'm stuck in my own ways. Same drinking, same drugs like always. Now I'm too far.
By the way, how the audio sound? Let me see.
Out of here. You're too far gone.
Let's see how the audio sound. Y'all ain't gonna let me know.
For me to care.
Y'all done had me over here looking crazy. Wanting to tell me the audio sound bad. You feel me?
Yeah.
I gotta go see myself.
I could act away. You have been thugging for your life. It's called a hustle play. They said, boy, you got talent, no fucking way. You knock it out, trauma rappers any fucking day. I failed a lot until my shots than the NBA. You have a been used for your heart. It's like a foul play. Yeah. I'm the type to fall in love and give it all back. You're the type to fall in love and leave them on the train tracks. Now you fucked up and it's okay. And you know that. Hope they hear me loud and relate. Like a throwback. Like your favorite song. When you do me wrong. Hey, inside my face and that's why we don't get along. Yeah, you want a second chance, but I'm already gone. So get out my way. Don't fuck with my songs. Yeah. I'm the type to fall in love and give it all back. You're the type to fall in love and leave them on the train track. Know you fucked up and it's okay, and you know that. Yeah. I'm too far gone. Out of here.
Not bad. I'm not mad at that. That was Scar with Too Far, man. Not bad, bro. Can't be mad at that one, bro. All right, next up we got Willie K. Willie K, you got a song called Sinner's Heaven. Check it out, bro.
We all know what the good book says. We've all read those words in red. Those famous lines as he was about to die, they keep ringing in my head. Each testament new or old, golden gates are untraveled roads. Before you go and cast your stones. I just want you to know I made mistakes, I've done some dirt, I messed up and I caused some hurt. The man I am standing here today, I ain't the same person that I used to be. I'm still a sinner and I'll never be saint. He knows that cause he made me his way. Red letters written on the page, left down here for me in a sinner's heaven. Back in them
It's alright. It's alright.
The week was long, but it's alright. Saturday, I'm up at noon. I'm loading up the poles, I'll be there soon.
It's alright, bro. Let's clap it up for bro. It's alright, man. I feel like it ain't really got enough for me to like, you feel me? It ain't really got enough for me to like, really like, I don't know, bro. It's alright, bro. It ain't. I just feel like it could have been written better. You know what I mean? It could have been written a little better, bro. It feel like it's missing something lyrically, bro. But I think you put it together well, though. Like it's not bad in that aspect, bro. All right, next up we got OG Grimy Rough Draft. Let's do it. No name yet, he says. All right, let's check it out.
Spliff after spliff with a couple shots, I feel better now. That baby 9 always in my reach, but I'm no pedophile. Only bought 3K for the keys, walk them to out.
Okay, we heard that. Bro probably just submitted more than once, which is cool. But we heard that, bro. Just let's if you're gonna submit more than once, just give a a little bit, like at least maybe 10 songs before you submit another one, bro. All right, because we just heard that. All right, Stress by Just TK. All right, on Spotify. Let's check it out. All right, let me get the votes in. Now how y'all bumming with it? How y'all like this view from Twitch? 1 through 10. How y'all like this view? Is it still an 8 or is it a little better at this view?
Sister still fighting, brother still needing, and I'm still fainting from rush.
Or do y'all like the other view better?
I don't see me, so by logic
Feel me?
no seeming, kinda hard to wanna be
A 9?
imminent exposed, staying at Adam exposed his hand. I'll be fine with the blood spilled if it's just.
Yeah, now this ain't gonna get it, baby.
So reason
This ain't gonna get it. All right, this ain't gonna get it. I'm gonna need you to hype it up a little bit. I'm gonna need you to turn it up, turn up the energy a little bit. That ain't gonna get it. All right, Just TK. All right, I don't know what you got going on. All right, yeah, the picture, the profile picture is what it sounds like how you rapping right now. Okay, that's what you sound like right there. Okay, so you basically manifested how you sound right there. Okay, we don't need that. All right, let's hype it up a little bit. All right, let's rethink life. Okay, all right, let's rethink life, brother. All right, yeah, let's hype it up a little bit. Now it could be a good record. I don't know. I can't even get into it. All right, we did that one. Let's go with YNG Car. You got one called Over With. Let's do it.
I still like, I got shit on my mind and I never go away. Never go away. I ain't been getting no sleep at all. Sometimes I feel like it's just over with.
What was she saying? I don't know. That's what I'm trying to say.
They had the mask on with the gloves tight, way before they COVID hit. I see some niggas stand on 10, but I see some running the shell. Trying to be gangsta, hurting home the most, and they can't help with bail.
Oh yeah, this view is hard. I ain't gonna lie. This view is hard. I like this. I fuck with Twitch. I fuck with Twitch a little piece.
Nigga a rat trying to fit in, but if I let them, they gon' off. They tell me, look key, you gon' win, but I'm like, how? Stay and shoot out, get up close with that and fin. 7-6-2, make a move, and I been going through that pain. The one you don't know what to do about. Run the corner, hit the head, I don't give a fuck about who I ain't been getting no sleep at all. Sometimes I feel like it's just over with. They had the mask on with the gloves.
Feel like I could be a little bigger. Type shit.
I see some niggas stand on 10, but I see some run in the shell.
Type shit.
Trying to be gangsta, hurting home the most, and they can't help with bail. And Freedom J, he was digging with Lil' Q said knee high. They killed my brother in my face, ain't been the same since 3 died. I'm just screaming low, Lil' Cujo, we slept in the G-Ride. Don't think nothing funny about my money, I bought honey to the beehive. And everything that's on my face, I go hard for it. I done slip on nigga, trip on nigga, I got scars for it. Bring my members out the clean, I get you with her. They go eat and sit up. One foot in the game, one on their brain, so Lil' Q won't lit up. I ain't been getting no sleep at all, sometimes I feel like it's just over with.
I really like this. Let's add this to the playlist, man. I really like this, bro. We gonna add this to the playlist. Send me the Spotify link. Send me the Spotify link to this song to my Discord DM and put top 10. All right, we gonna add this one to the playlist in the top 10 on the playlist, man. Top 10 on the playlist. This one going top 10 on the playlist, bro. All right, let's clap it up for bro. That was hard, man. I ain't gonna lie. That was hard. It remind me of like the Young Scooter. You know what I mean? Back in the day, y'all remember Young Scooter. Whatever happened to Scooter? I don't know what happened to Scooter, but Young Scooter, it remind me of like some Mozzie, some new age Mozzie. I mean, I really like that, bro. That's going top 10 on the playlist, man. Don't forget, send me the Spotify link. Send me the Spotify link, okay? This is the second person who done lost someone named 3. That's funny. All right, Vocal, you up next, man. Vocal, you up next. SCEJ. 2 or 3. Song is called 2 or 3. Let's check it out.
You're the one for me.
R.I.P. Scooter. Scooter died. Scooter died. Oh man. Scooter died. Is that what happened to Scooter? Hold on, man. Am I tripping? Young Scooter. Young Scooter. Died March. What? He died this year. Bro, where was I? Bro, Scooter died this year? Why didn't I hear this? Bro, why wasn't this all over my timeline? Whenever a rapper dies, it's all over, it's everywhere. That's disrespectful, bro. So they just let the man die? It wasn't a big deal? What the hell is going on? Bro, am I tripping? Did everybody else know this? Bro, I don't remember anybody saying R.I.P. Young Scooter, bro, on my timeline this year. Am I tripping? I'm confused. Did y'all see that on y'all timeline? Was this a thing? When Scooter died, was this a thing? I'm confused. FJ, what up, man? What's good, bro? When Scooter died, was this a thing, y'all? I'm trying to figure out, bro. When Scooter died, was this a thing, bro? Was this on everybody's timeline? This was not on my timeline, bro. I did not know he died. Damn. R.I.P. Scoot, man. Damn, bro. R.I.P. Scoot, man. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro. Well, how'd he die? What the hell happened? We're gonna have to get into it. We're gonna have to get into it. Let's run this song. We'll get into how he died. Let's run this record, man. Damn, that's crazy.
Can't sum up like
Here we go.
you're the one for me. Not 2 or 3, you're the one for me. Since you came inside my life, girl. Baby, you're the one for me.
SCEJ. SCEJ, bro. Really, bro? This what we doing, bro? This what we doing, brother? Really, bro? Oh, bro, we got to get it together, bro. We need to have a team meeting, bro. Okay? We need to have us a team meeting, bro. This ain't gonna get it, bro. Okay? This ain't gonna get it. SCEJ. We gotta have a team meeting, bro. That ain't gonna get it, bro. All right? You gotta kick it up. You gotta get it better than that, bro. Gold Mount. Let's do it, man. That was bad, bro.
Yo, man, it's Ola Drum, but tapping in, man. You already know, man. One of the biggest, man. Yo, Izzy, man, you gotta stay on their neck, man. You already up now, man. Fuck next, man. You already know it, man. Keep it icy, man. Shine bright, man. SL, my G.
I want the cash, don't give me no check. Ice out my Cuban to sit on my neck. Soon as I touch it, she squirt and get wet. Pull off in my coupe, but it sound like a jet. Who wanna ride with me, beat on my chest? 200K, I'm not signing for less. They offered me 60, I ripped up the check. Right in their face, now tell me what's next. I'm feeling like Misha, it's time to move on. If it ain't about money, don't pick up my phone. Hey, come get your bitch, she won't leave me alone. Treat her like a brick, it come in and she gone. And I don't need paper, I go off the dome. My bitch from Valdosta, she eat out the bone. She answer the door in her dress on her thong. She know I be trapping, I'm not staying long. Me and lil' bro, we back then at the trap. A truck full of work and
damn, this bitch low-key hard, bro.
Don't give me no doubt. Don't make believe stories, they really be cow.
Damn.
I talk to Trump before we on the map. He about to go home, it's the victory lap. He told me, hey, is it bro, stick to this rap. These niggas be bitches, they need to be slapped. Shout out to Tommy, I'm smoking this fruit. I'm feeling like Pop, bit, I got the juice. Hey, free my little brother, he really a shoot. I just kicked your bitch, I gave her the boot. I'm spilling this lean and codeine on my shoe. They looking for me, they not looking for you. Put pearl on my whip and red on my roof. I'm feeling like Stacey, big quarter my deuce. I am the hottest in 912. If you don't believe me, then this is the proof. I am the one, I am not number 2. Let me think what I think, let me do what I do. We pulling up flexing, hey, shout out the Dukes. I'm making plays inside of the booth. I'm having my way, bitch, how about you? Lil' bro, grab the K, be ready to shoot. Put the work in the press, I've been using my muscle. Ain't doing no scamming and shit, I just hustle. I do not knock it, my nigga get money. I'ma just whip up these zilts in the country. That money come fast, I ran up 100, 350 a house, 650 a onion. I'm back road running, my trap it be bucking. I'm pulling up fast, I come for that money. I'm watching my speed, I'm watching for cops. I'm watching for niggas, I'm watching for ops. Don't fuck with these hoes, got all of them blocked. Pull up in your hood and set up my shop. I think that they salty, I'm hot and they not. If trapping don't work, I'm punching the clock. Long as it's coming, I'm never gonna stop. But I'ma make trapping work, give me a block. Paper cuts all on my thumb and my hand. I'm fucking with shawty, she count out them bands. I'm hot as a bitch, but I'm cool as a fan. If you need a cooker, then I am your man.
Alright.
I'ma show you how.
Alright, bro, low-key went crazy.
Mama raised me, I ain't never need a group home. Kevin Gates,
Bro, low-key went a little crazy on that bit, on that bitty. Hey, man, we adding this to the playlist, man. We adding this to the playlist. Send me this right now, bro. Send me the Spotify link to this right now, bro. We putting this on the playlist. I need you to put top 5, bro. I need you to put top 5, bro. This going top 5 on the playlist right now, bro. DM me on Discord. DM me on Discord. This going top 5, bro. This going top 5, bro. DM me on Discord. DM me the song and put top 5, bro. When you put the song, put top 5 on the playlist, bro. This going top 5, bro. Damn. That bit, they're harder than a mug, boy. Sheesh. Let's clap it up for bro. FJ, you up next, man, with In God We Trust. Let's check it out, bro.
Well, you made this. Girl made it special.
Yeah, I kind of bumming with this. I kind of bumming with the little Twitch ski, y'all. You feel me? Little Twitch ski gang. I like twitching a little piece. I could get jiggy with it.
C-section in reverse. I'll slice my way out of it. And see this pen I write with, I'm kinda nice with it. Well, I'm alright when I put my mind to it. Can't tell me stick to the script, brother, I'm reciting it. Cause I can Torah Quran, the rack and Bible it. Matter of fact, kinda like Christ with it. Who's rising it? One finger in the sky with it. Gun fingers in the sky with it. Humdingers on the rhythm, I know you like the way I glide on it. Straight up, yeah, I'm eyeing in. Too hot, man, I'm striking it. Too flashy, yeah, lightning. From the jungle with the snakes, gorillas and tigers in it. Too stripey with it. They really wanna know if I'm black or white in it. Now I'm green, check the source so that I'm flying.
FJ. FJ, we gotta have a little talk, brother. We gotta have a little 1v1, bro. We gotta have a little 1v1, bro. Come a little closer. Come a little closer. Just a little closer, brother. We gotta have a little 1v1, bro. Okay? All right? It's not bad. Let's start there. It's not that bad, bro. It's not that bad. Let's just start there. Really, to be completely honest, you really just need to fix your cadence, bro. All right? So I don't know if you know what a cadence is, but a cadence is like the rap scheme plus the rap flow plus the way you saying your words all put together. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the technical, if you just look up the word cadence, it's not all that. Cadence is just how you emphasize your words and kind of the rhythm. So I mean, it's close to it, but it don't have nothing to do with rapping. All right, but cadence in the rap world or the music world is the rap scheme with how you emphasize your words with the flow all put together. Okay? So now that's what you gotta fix, bro. You gotta fix your cadence. The lyrics, I hear what you're saying. You're saying a lot of metaphors here and there. You're trying to sneak the metaphors in. You're trying to let them know that you're lyrical. Cool. I hear that. Trust me, bro. I'll be listening to everything, bro. I hear that. So you're going in the right direction, but it's not gonna connect unless you get the cadence right. How important is the cadence, you may ask? It's so important that trash ass Eminem, people think he's the best rapper alive because his cadence is the best rapper that ever existed. Eminem has the best cadence ever. So people view him as the best rapper, even though his lyrics ain't really that good. His cadence is immaculate. Right? Now, if you want to talk about a rapper that's cadence, has the best cadence, and has the best rapping, now we got to go into Biggie Smalls. The lyrics is crazy. The cadence is crazy. That's both. That's both together. That's why he's the GOAT. He's the best rapper of all time. Biggie. Cadence and rapping together. Okay? Then you got other people whose cadence is all right, but their lyrics is good, like Lil Wayne. Cadence is all right, but lyrics is really good. So, you know, he's still up there as one of the GOATs. You know what I'm saying? Then you got other people like Kendrick, where cadence, immaculate. Lyrics, all right. They all right. They're not bad. They all right. Like, they can stand in the paint. 7 out of 10. But they put Kendrick very high because his cadence is immaculate. Does that make sense? So that's how important cadence is, bro. To where your lyrics don't really got to be that great if you get your cadence right. Okay? So study some of those. Study the greats. Study the Eminem. Study the Biggie Smalls. Study the Kendricks. You know, those are the best 3 I could think of. Andre 3000. Cadence. Immaculate. You know what I'm saying? These are some of the guys where the cadence is just crazy, and that's why people rate them as some of the best rappers of all time, because their cadence is crazy, bro. Okay? Let's get back into it, man. Cool submission still, though. All right, let's check. I gotta see how did Scoop die? I gotta see how Young Scooter died, man. Hold on real quick, man. How did Scoot die, man? Let's check it out, y'all. Let's check it out. Yeah, oh yeah, by the way, one gifted sub, I will spit another freestyle. One gifted sub, I will do another freestyle, okay? Young Scooter. Let's do how did Young Scooter die? I really did not know this man died, bro.
Young Scooter died on his 39th birthday, and rumors are flying that he got into a shootout with the cops. But the real story is even crazier than that, and today we're breaking the whole thing down. On March 28th, 2025, the news broke that Young Scooter had been killed on his 39th birthday. At first, nobody knew what went down, but then stories started coming out that Young Scooter got shot by the police. According to early reports, Young Scooter and another dude were putting hands on a woman.
I did not hear nothing about this.
Took off running, and Young Scooter ended up getting shot. People were saying that Young Scooter had died from a leg injury, and at first it looked like he got shot in the leg and bled out while he was running from the cops. People on social media started dissing Young Scooter for crashing out when he was almost 40 years old. Some people were even claiming that Young Scooter had used a woman as a human shield when the cops started shooting.
What?
Nobody knew how it really went down though, and the true story is even crazier than getting into a shootout with the cops. A woman called 911 and said she was neighborhood watch. She told the cops that she saw a naked woman running down the street and that there was a dude chasing her down. According to the 911 caller, the woman was bleeding all over the place and got dragged inside of a house. She also said 3 gunshots went off and there were 7 dudes living inside the crib who dealt drugs and had guns. The woman on the 911 call said she saw one of the dudes beating the woman up. And
bro, why the fuck is this dude talking like this, bro? Like, I can't even enjoy the goddamn video, bro. And Young Scooter, and nobody knows. The fuck, bro? Bro, the last thing you need to be doing is YouTube channels, bro. Find another career, brother. Please, bro. Let this be your first and last YouTube video you ever make, bro.
They didn't come to the crib fast, and something bad was gonna happen. The cops rode up to the scene expecting to find a bunch of armed dudes holding a woman hostage, but that's not how it went down. Young Scooter and one other dude were the only people
I don't
in the
even
crib,
care.
But they still
I don't even care how Young Scooter died no more. I don't care. I don't care how Young Scooter died, bro. I don't even care no more, bro. I don't even care no more, bro. Like, why the fuck you sound like that, bro? Man, that's crazy, bro. All right, let's get into this. Let's check out DJ. Let's see what DJ Act talking about, man. Y'all be bumming with DJ Act, man. Let's check out DJ Act. Let's see what DJ Act been on, man. The Lil Jeff cult following. Who the hell is Lil Jeff? Jeffy. Oh, I think he talking about Lil Babe. Young Thug. Who you talking about? Young Thug?
I'm slow. Go.
Reputation has always mattered in hip-hop. If you say
Sam, it's over.
left with no direction, he soon found himself in the waiting arms of gang life. Founded in 2015 as an offshoot of gangs known as Braindead and Drill City 079, Lil Jeff swore allegiance to the Bloodhound crew when he hopped off the porch at the age of 18. Pitted against enemies like BKN, Trap City, 800, and the 8-Tray Mob among others, Jeff put the same level of dedication he once gave to his hoop dreams to terrorizing his ops.
I got you.
From his earliest days as an affiliate,
Who the hell is Young Jeff? Who the hell is Young Jeff? Who is
and
this?
insisted he wasn't scared of anyone.
I'm gonna show y'all who got his ass cooked. That nigga mad. It wasn't him, but it was
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna be able to follow this. I wanna see what I'm not gonna be able to follow this, bro. We gotta look up something that, you feel me, like at least I could follow this shit a little bit, bro. Let me see. Damn, bro. Academics I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. He be covering some shit, bro. Like, how you keep up with all this shit, bro? Let me see. All right, let's check out this one. Lil Baby finesses Plat Boy.
So Lil Baby pulls up. And
Plat Boy Matt.
This was one of them.
Everything set up. Hopefully there's some bangers in this bitch, and they'll let us know what they fucking with. Chat, I'm gonna run through real quick. Remember the names of the ones you fuck with.
Nice to meet you.
What the fuck? There's random girls here. Oh, Baby rap?
Sunday to Sunday, three trap spots dead in on the runway. Money comes, yeah. Money comes Sunday to Sunday. Three trap spots dead in on the one day. Shout it, I can push you out the runway. I come on, shout it, I can push you out the runway. Keep that.
Hold on. Let me see.
Shout it, I can push you out. Shout it, I can push you out the runway.
Let me get my chat over here so I can still see what y'all saying.
Money comes Sunday to Sunday. Three trap spots dead in on the one day. Shout it, I can push you out the runway. Mama coming good like fun play, yeah. And it's how we do it in the gunplay, yeah. They get out of pocket in the gunplay.
So what's going on is Lil Baby is having a studio session with Plat Boy Max, right? And my whole thing about this shit is, I'm not gonna lie, bro. This is why I feel like music is so trash nowadays, bro. Not gonna lie. That's why I feel like music's so trash. Because a motherfucker just get in there like there's no structure, there's no thinking about the song, there's no, like, you just basically just trying to get through the song as fast as possible. And that is always gonna make for a horrible song. You feel me? Like, I don't know, maybe not, I don't know. We'll check it out, we'll listen to it, but I don't know. I just feel like it's about to be a horrible song, bro.
Where it's like, yo, is just show me the pizza, man. I don't want to see how this shit get made no more, man. Like,
They get out of pocket in his gunplay. They get out of pocket in his gunplay. Hey, come on. They get out of pocket in his gunplay. On the one day, try to rock and push you out on the runway. Yeah. Mama coming good like fun play. Yeah. Why it sound like that? You gotta change my tune.
why it sound like that? Nigga, that's you. Nigga, that's you. Nigga, that's you.
Shot it rock and push you out the runway. Nigga play with us in his gunplay. Yeah. They out of pocket in his gunplay. I'ma say they out of pocket in his gunplay. Three trap spots dead in on the one day. Shot it rock and push you out the runway. They get out of pocket in his gunplay.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe if we actually watch what's going on instead of watching academics, it might be better. Let's check out what's actually going on. Plat Boy Max, Lil Baby V's, pick a beat. Instead of watching academics type shit. You feel me?
Ass nigga, huh? Yo, what's your beef with Paul Jordan, man? What's your beef with Paul Jordan?
Damn. You know what's so crazy about you bringing it up? Because you kind of putting me on the spot.
Talk to me.
And it's live.
You on the spot, gang?
I tried to take everything back. I really want to squash it and take it all back, but I kind of took it too far. So one day, we might squash it.
All right, bet. Hey, shout out Paul Jordan.
Shout out PG-13, man. That's my dog.
Oh, he talking about Paul George? V's got beef with Paul George is crazy. Now that's over a bitch. That's about what's your beef, nigga? That's over a bitch. The fuck? There ain't no questions you gotta ask about that. The fuck? That's over a bitch.
Alright, you ready to cook some shit?
The fuck? Talking about what's your beef with Paul George? That's it, bro. You ain't have to ask that.
Yo, producer, like, nigga who can make shit live, or I got to produce downstairs. Alright, so look, I got beats. We could go through that shit, and then if you fucking with some shit, we load that shit up. I got the mic and all that shit ready to go. No cap. So he might just be talking around for it. Yeah. And they be seeing this shit. Let me show you.
Y'all want to pose for like a thumbnail real quick though?
Oh, facts.
Let's get on that before Fuji get on us.
Hold on, let me actually. You gotta do what? A thumbnail. You be watching YouTube and shit? Yeah, I know what thumbnail is. Yeah, so we gotta pose real quick. Or like stand.
Or Morgan.
Pose for the thumbnail is crazy work.
Nah,
did you already switch it?
I ain't gonna lie, pose for the thumbnail is crazy work.
I did. Let me switch back.
Okay. Can we see some of his setup here? Let's see if we can see some of his setup. Let me go back, see if we can peep the setup real quick. Plat Boy Max setup real quick. What he got going on, man? See what he got going on.
Or like stand.
Or Morgan.
Okay, he got a whole bunch of bubble chairs and just a big ass room. That's kind of straight, like a little theater type room. That's kind of straight. kind of straight. And then, let's see what else he got going on.
Nah, yeah.
Or did you already switch it?
Got the
Nah,
Yamaha
yeah,
speakers.
I did.
Okay.
Let me switch back.
The classic Yamahas. Everybody got those. Even
Yo,
I got
could you get this
those.
pick real quick? Thank you. Come on in, come on in.
I'm trying to see what's on his table though. What he got on the desk.
You got it? Straight downstairs, Carrie. Straight downstairs.
Who's downstairs?
Lil Baby's so trash, bro. I'm not gonna lie, he really is.
Yo.
So trash.
Yo. You crazy nigga. You got it? Alright, bet. Nah, I ain't drunk game, but I will say though that Don Julio is why I wasn't whooping y'all niggas ass move. I will say that, bro. I will say that.
I love it though.
Yeah, we chilling. Hey, W Trey, where my? Yeah, thank you.
Oh yeah, I gotta accept your friend request. I got you. I got you right now, bro.
I need my 1v1 with both of y'all, cause it's free.
50 band, fuck it, I'll try.
Nigga, you know what? If a nigga throw that much money at a 1v1, I'm a little skeptical. I'm good.
50 band,
I'm good. I'm good, nigga.
Ain't no track.
Yo, 30,000 subs. Let me get a W in the chat. Let me see some pink. Yo, thank you for that sub. Okay, bet. So look, I'm gonna run through. What'd you say?
I don't know why it's not letting me do it right now. When I jump off this, I'm gonna accept the friend
I'm finna run through
request.
these beats. Let me know what you fucking with. Now look, I got.
All right,
this
so they
booth
finna
in,
run through
set
some
up,
beats.
this shit in the room right over there. Mic, everything. Everything's
Okay.
set up, ready to go.
Now you can't have you. I don't want no camera in there.
You don't want niggas to see you
I
recording?
let them see me for a second.
Okay.
What? You don't want no camera in there?
In the booth.
So look, so he telling Lil Baby, hey, you know, the setup in the booth, boom, 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 boom. Lil Baby like, nah, I don't want to be on camera. For what? Oh, cause Lil Baby, they say, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I'm gonna be honest. They say Lil Baby be having, like, people be writing for Lil Baby. Did y'all know that? I'm not gonna lie. Like, y'all know I'm in the industry, right? A lot of my industry friends and stuff, they say Lil Baby don't be writing his shit, bro. They say that Lil Baby, this is what the word is around the industry, right? The word around the industry is that Lil Baby is trash as hell, and when he first came in, he wasn't a rapper, he was just a street dude. So they used to write everything for him. They used to write everything for him. And they say it's still kind of the same, like they be writing a lot of stuff for Lil Baby. So I don't know why, if that might be one of the reasons he don't want the camera on him. I don't know. What y'all think? I don't know.
You don't want them to see you?
Yeah, they can see me for a second.
Okay, so you want me flipping that shit off like this?
Yeah, I'm just getting a lot of it.
Okay.
Yeah, you feel me? They can hear it.
All right, I got you. Smooth, cool. Got you. I bet.
I can see how I do it.
Saying a few, yeah.
I don't see
You
how
gotta
I
say
go.
a few bars, then play it back when you all the way finished.
I bet. Say that. All right, hold on. Let me move this shit.
V's,
Yo,
I ain't gonna lie.
for that
V's is
sub. Okay, I'm gonna run
to
through
me,
these
V's
beats. Let me
is
know what
such
you
an
fucking with,
industry
okay?
plant. It's ridiculous,
Now
bro.
look, I'm gonna keep it a buck.
I think
I'll
he's
be
an
back.
industry plant, bro.
I really got some beat for you.
You got some beats?
Yeah, you said what you finna say? You be making beats?
Nah, I just started though.
Yeah.
All right, let me know what you think about this beat. That ass.
Beat that you made?
I want you to be fully honest, cause I'm
Oh,
dead
making
trying.
beats earlier?
Nah, I wasn't. I was on the plane though, and I was on the toilet today at the airport making beats.
Okay.
On some dedicated shit.
Yeah. So you know
feel
that
me?
was ass.
Nah, no.
On the
stop
toilet
playing that.
making
Stop
beats is
Stop
crazy.
playing with me, nigga. That shit was hard. I'm gonna play you that shit right now.
Okay.
Let me
On
know
the
right now
toilet
what y'all
making
think.
beats is wild. At the airport,
Yo, take
it's
it out
crazy.
some more. Okay, this the shit I made. Talk to me. Let me know. Honest, if that shit ass, let me know if it's ass. If that shit hard, let me know if it's hard.
The winner is Black Boy Man.
Yo, look how V's lit. Hey, yo. Bro, did y'all see V's face right there? Yo, run that shit back, bro. Look how V's turned around and looked at him, bro. Yo.
Why you making a face?
I was trying to see what your channel said.
Okay. All right, so talk to me like one through 10. Like keep it a buck.
To the beat.
Keep it a beat.
You gotta go to that beat.
Okay. Nah, hold on.
Oh, that's the only one you made.
No, I got 2.
Okay.
The rest is my prize. I got one more beat. You
The
ready?
beat, I ain't gonna lie, the beat wasn't that bad though.
That made that shit.
The beat wasn't that hard though.
Like 2.
Simon.
Huh? 2,
That's
3.
good. Great for 2 weeks.
Okay, I'll take that shit. Hold on. All right. All right, look, hold on. This the other one.
14 days.
All right, let me show you this shit.
And the winner.
Yeah. Peep the sample
You
too.
really made a lot of beats.
Yeah.
You just only company in the 2 on.
No. Yeah. So I made like look. I made like 20. I made 20. So like you feel me? That's how much I've gotten so far. Let me know what you think about this one. Peep the sample.
And the winner is Black Boy Matt.
Talk to me, nigga. Hold on. What you mean I'm fucking? What you mean I'm fucking the beat up, man?
It like depending on like how you come approach something. If you approaching that motherfucker like that.
How I gotta approach this shit, gang? How I gotta approach this shit, gang?
He said V's dancing made it crazy.
Okay, so what would you get that 1 out of 10? That's a Jay-Z sample, by the way. Real culture shit.
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like I low key feel like.
No, I ain't laughing. This shit.
I feel like V's. Not V's. I feel like Platboy Matt's down there dancing like that on purpose. I ain't gonna lie. Maybe not. I don't know, cause he is kind of weird a little bit. But I think bro might be down there dancing like that on purpose, man. You feel me? I don't know, man. But the beat, I ain't gonna lie. Both of the beats kind of straight though. The second one was a little weird. The first one was a little harder though. The first beat was kind of straight. I want to see where it's finna go. V's so weird, bro.
Formed up.
Nah, this shit hard. I ain't laughing.
Nah, that's a good beat.
Okay, you fuck with that? For sure.
V's in the crop top. Like, what's up, bro? Like, well, I ain't gonna lie, bro. What's up with this? What's up with this generation, bro? Not gonna lie, bro. When did it become cool to wear crop tops as a grown ass man, bro? When did it become cool to walk around and goddamn crop tops with bell bottom jeans on, bro, as a grown ass man? Like, this shit got to stop, man. This shit got to stop, man. Yeah, like this shit is just getting weird, man. This shit is getting weird, bro. What you got on, bro? What you got on? And who the fuck is dressing these niggas? That's what I want to know. Above and bro, fuck all that. You know what I think it is, bro? I'm gonna be honest. I think that's what it is. I think that because I remember a female telling me before, right? I remember a female telling me before, oh, put this on. I think you'll look cute in this. And I thought to myself, first of all, I ain't gonna never let no female dress me. Second of all, I can't trust this bitch judgment. Just because she think I look cute in this doesn't mean I'm finna go out in public. You know what I believe it is? I think that niggas is letting bitches tell them what's cute and then they actually going with it, bro. They like, oh yeah, all right, bet. I'm finna wear this shit then. She said it's fly, I'm finna wear this shit. Like, nigga, you don't got your own taste, bro? Like, you ain't got your own taste, bro. You can't dress yourself as a grown-ass man and look in the mirror and see what looks dope and walk out and you feel me? Why the fuck is you letting a female dress you when these females, sorry to say, don't even be dressing themselves right? Bitch put on full-blown wig. You feel me? Full-blown eyebrows, eyelashes don't even be her eyelashes. You feel me? Like, these bitches walk out the house, they be a whole different person from who they woke up. But you trusting this bitch judgment to tell you how to leave the house? Nah, man, niggas gotta get it together, bro. As niggas, we gotta get together. We gotta unite, bro, and get this. We gotta get our manhood back, bro. You feel me? Motherfuckers wearing dresses. Lil Baby got crazy shit on. He on stage with these short, high top, shorts on. I know y'all seen Lil Baby in these short shorts, man. Hold on, I gotta come back to this, so I ain't gonna close that tab because I want to come back to that. I want to see where they going with this session. But I know y'all seen Lil Baby in these short shorts. Lil Baby. Lil old baby is crazy. Yeah, there you go right there, grabbing his butt cheeks. That's about right. Yeah, that's about right. Like, what the hell? Like, what's going on, y'all? What's going on, y'all?
We just gonna let this nigga do this. We finna let Lil Baby come out here in his booty coochie shorts and just pop out with his hand in his motherfucking slit and just, yeah, that's just what we doing.
No, that's not what we doing. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Somebody gotta step down on the culture, bro. The culture getting out of hand, man. Everybody's scared to say something. I don't know why. We gotta step down, man. You feel me? All right, let's get back into it, man. My bad for crashing out. But god damn, this shit getting crazy, bro.
Do the rest of these on. I got these producers. You got your own beats though, right?
You start trying to make beats that don't got samples though.
Cause I can't get that shit clear. Oh, hold on. You out the frame. Cause I can't get that shit clear, right?
That and it's like it's not the same. Like you need like a new beat. I love samples though.
Them Hoochie Daddy shorts, yeah, that's it's crazy, bro.
For sure, cheating, not cheating like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's a form of cheating.
Okay, I feel you.
It's like having something like it's gonna cost some money.
Yeah.
Like if we make a 5 song on a beat that ain't a sample, we automatically make a profit. But we do a heartbeat with a sample, we kind of like gotta handle that before we start making.
Man, shut your dumb ass up. You never dropped a hard song in your life, V's. This dumb ass nigga talking in the background like he done made some gas before. This shit be pissing me off, bro. Bro, V's ain't got a record out that's hard right now. If you do, send it to me. You feel me? You ain't got no goddamn record, bro, that's been hard. So what the fuck you worried about clearing samples and shit for? Oh, we gotta cut it out. Trying to sound like you know what the fuck you talking about. You ain't got no records that's hard, bro. You an industry plant, bro. It don't matter what they put you on, they gonna push your shit to 300, 400 million views because you V's and you a fucking industry plant, bro. Why the fuck is you worried about a sample or not a sample, bro? At this point, sit your dumb ass down, man. Just sit your dumb ass down, bro. This shit pissing me off, man.
Like a Jay-Z song?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's over. Facts. You right. Yeah. Hey, shout out Jay-Z though.
Lil Baby too. You ain't Lil Baby ain't had a hit in goddamn 10 years. You talking about you need a beat without a sample just in case you make a hit. You ain't finna make no hit. Just rap. Just get in the booth and rap, bro. You not finna make a hit. You ain't made a beat in 10. You ain't made a hit in 10 years. It don't matter if they put you on a sample or non-sample. You still ain't finna make no motherfucking hit, man. Just get your ass in. At this point, get your ass in the booth and rap, man. Shut your ass up, man.
If it's like it already like.
Who is V's? Ain't he from Detroit?
That shit him.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't know where bro from. I just know he trash and he never had a hit.
Shit like that.
Okay. All right, bet. Let me run through these shits. Let me know what you fucking with. Be brutally honest. If you're not fucking with, let me know. If you fucking with it. So I got hella prides like that be making shit when I do this shit, and so they just send me their beats and then I pick it up.
I got crazy lingo.
Yeah. Wait, what you mean?
Prize.
What you be calling it? Your producers?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, I just be calling it prize like producers.
Like what it say?
Nah, he
like
said.
What it actually say like PORD.
Yeah, PORD.
Like,
y'all don't be calling niggas prize like my prize.
This nigga, I ain't gonna lie, this nigga Flatboy crazy, bro.
Nah, I'm a nut. This nigga said I'm autistic though. All right, let's do it. I'm gonna run through these shits. Let me know what you fucking with, what you not. If you don't want something, say skip.
How you go to the next?
Next
I
one?
ain't gonna keep saying skip. Show me how to do it.
Okay, so look, I'm gonna give you the mouse.
Man, little baby, you so got. That's another thing, bro.
Okay.
Beat selection.
We can do that.
How the fuck did he just skip that beat, bro? Y'all heard how hard that beat was, right? This is another reason why Lil Baby's trash. He over here trying to pick his own motherfucking beats. Bro, that beat was hard as fuck. If Lil Baby would have got on that motherfucking beat right there, that shit would be crazy, bro. Let's listen to that beat. Let's listen to that beat. Oh my God.
Say skip.
What the fuck? This is what I'm talking about, bro. Rappers, they be trying to do everything themselves. Stop trying to do everything yourself, bro. You do not need to be picking out your own beats, bro, because what the fuck will make you skip that beat, bro?
How you go to the next?
Next
I
one?
ain't gonna keep saying skip. Show me how to do it.
Okay, so look, I'm gonna give you the mouse.
You need to let the chat pick a beat.
Okay.
You
We
need to
can
let
do
the
that.
chat be crazy.
You want chat to pick the beat?
Yeah.
Alright, chat. Whatever beat y'all fucking with, let us know.
They can hit that.
Huh?
They hear it like.
Nah, yeah, they
He
hear
want
it.
an
They hear us.
ABC
They
type
talking.
shit. That shit crazy, bro.
The speaker or like on their computer.
They can hear either or. You think I should play
Nah,
a chat?
I'm saying, is you playing it like, you know how you sharing the screen?
Uh-huh.
And you can hear from the screen or they hear from us?
So right now they hearing it through the speaker, through us.
They need to hear
Damn,
us.
you really hit to the streaming shit, gang.
I mean, that just makes sense.
Cause every time people play something when I'm
Yo,
watching
can we
the
get
stream,
bro a chair?
it kind of disappear.
he
And you can only hear the beat. Like you ever seen them play a song?
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Remember you was on
It's like the beat gone.
Like when you play the song,
Am I down?
you can't hear the beat, but you can hear the words.
Yeah,
and
rap. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what the hell y'all niggas is talking about.
Bro,
Let me keep it real.
I seen that happen on somebody.
It's like
They talking about the copyright shit.
Alright, so look, you want me to play it through the computer so they can hear it?
They
or
talking
out
about the
loud? How
copyright
we
shit.
hearing it?
So like sometimes when
Alright,
somebody's
bet.
streaming, if they play a song, like a known song, right? And YouTube get a hold of it, what'll happen is YouTube will take the words out and they'll keep just the beat, or sometimes they'll take the beat out and you'll hear just the words. That way they won't get hit with a copyright strike. So YouTube, you know, YouTube does this thing where it take out either or. That's what they talking about. But right now they playing beats that ain't out yet, so it don't fucking matter. And this is what I'm saying, bro. For you to be Little Baby, for you to be V's, how the fuck do you not know this? How do I know this, but you don't know this? Like, you're in the fucking game, bro. Why are you even asking him about this right now? This shit don't apply. He playing beats from his fucking computer that nobody heard before. It's no copyright strike. Why are y'all even bringing this shit up? Like, how are you not hip to this shit? All right.
I bet.
They gonna pick the beat.
Alright, and how you skip, just take this mouse, just click the next one. Alright. Chat, I'm gonna play it through the computer, alright? You feel me? Let us know what y'all fucking with, what y'all not fucking
So we
with.
gotta still hear it though.
What'd you say?
So we can still hear it though, right?
Nah, yeah, we'll be able to hear that shit. I'm gonna just mute our mic.
Nothing to lose, everything to know. Oh, 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 you can feel it. Oh, 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 oh.
Yeah, that's definitely a next right there. That's a next. It's hard. If Little Baby don't pick this one, he is slow. I'm not gonna lie. This bitch hard as fuck. This bitch hard as fuck. Why she go to the next one? My bet he gonna go to the next one. I told y'all. The man is slow, bro. He's slow, bro. The man is slow, bro. I'm not gonna lie, he's slow. Nah, this is crazy. Like, what are we doing?
So call me back. You know I fucking love you.
All right, chat, what we gonna do? Because I know y'all don't know the names of the beat. What we gonna do?
Can't they see us?
Nah, they can't. Now they can. Yo, write the name of the beat y'all fuck with. Now, look, I got 31 beats. I was listening to this shit all day on some super prepared professional shit. You feel me? So, you feel me? Hopefully, there's some bangers in this bitch, and they'll let us know what they fucking with. Chat, I'm gonna run through real quick. Remember the names of the ones you fuck with.
This is type right here, or the little stupid simple one. That one hard as fuck. They skipped over the other little fire one. There was a couple of other fire ones that they skipped over. Look, little baby stuck on this one. He's stuck on this one. Without Drake, this would not be a hit without Drake. See, that's why it's good to have a producer in the room. You feel me? I would immediately, like, if this was my session, I would immediately tell Lil Baby, bro, without Drake, this ain't gonna be no hit, bro. You're not gonna make no hit by yourself, bro. You need Drake on this to make it a hit, bro. I don't know why he even stuck on this. They should have been went to the next one. I had enough. I can't do it no more. I had enough, man. This shit just making me mad, man. You know what? I just gotta get some people in the studio myself, man, and show how it's done, man. That's it. I can't talk shit. Until I get some famous rappers in the studio myself and show how it's done. Know what I'm saying? I can't talk shit. I can't do it. I gotta do it myself. I gotta outdo Platform Max. I gotta show him how it's done. I gotta get involved with the session type shit. You feel me? And then it'll be like I won't even have to talk at that point. It'll be like people could just watch. So I'm gonna get somebody in here, man. I'm gonna get somebody in here. I do got plenty of connections to the game, man. For everybody that's new to my channel that don't know what I do or who I am, my name's Mike Lennox. I am a Billboard producer, okay? I done work with YNW Melly, Bossman D-Lo, Nardo Wick, the list goes on. Gates, Boosie, the list goes on, okay? So I do have a lot of connections. I actually got a song with YNW Melly's little brother, YNW Beast Slime. And that might be the first one I do. Not gonna lie. I might hit up B Slime, like literally when I get off this live right now. I might hit up B Slime, see where he at, see if I can't get him down here to come in sometime this week and do the first one with B Slime. All right, the first one with B Slime, that won't be bad, man. Because like, that's just how I am. Like, I understand like where they messing up at. But I also feel like I can only do so much talking. Like, at the end of the day, if you just talking, you feel me? And you ain't doing the same thing. You feel me? That mean you just a Stephen A. Smith. I ain't no Stephen A. Smith. I'm gonna get on the ball. I'm gonna get on the court and ball out too now. You feel me? And I'm gonna talk shit, but I'm gonna definitely ball out too though. You feel me? How you like working with Nardo? Working with Nardo was cool, bro. Working with Nardo was cool. He's very quiet, bro. He's very, very quiet. He'll just sit here. He won't really say nothing throughout the whole session. Just stay to himself. Super introverted, like super quiet. Vibe Land, what's up, bro? Super quiet. But you know, he get in the booth and he do his thing though. I'll give him that. He get in the booth and he do his thing, man. With Nardo, I just feel like even from the very beginning, I could tell that he needed to step his lyrical content up. I could show y'all the songs that I did with Nardo. Like, he did a lot of songs here, but he needed to step his lyrical content up. You know what I'm saying? Let me go to Nardo folder. It's like you that freestyling shit, that saying little simple shit. Even though every once in a while he do say some fire shit, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, bro, and we seeing it now. You know what I'm saying? I kind of knew that he wasn't gonna have longevity. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you ain't, I don't know why I'm pulling up Nardo's folder. Let me just rap with y'all. I don't need to pull up Nardo folder. But yeah, if you ain't like adamant about the lyrical content and about saying a dope hook, saying a dope verse type shit, you feel me? Like, if you ain't trying to like go in every once in a while and make sure you say, like, I mean, I can't really tell you the last time Nardo had a hit type shit. You know what I'm saying? I can't really tell you, bro. I really can't. I'm gonna be honest. I really can't tell you a time last like he had a really good hit. Yeah, bro. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get somebody in here, man. Somebody. Like I said, I'm gonna holler at B Slime and see. I will play the song from. I can play the song from B Slime that I did with B Slime. Let's see how easy it is to get to though. I'm gonna play the song me and B Slime did. Does he have his own folder? YW Melly. You know what? It would be under. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get B Slime in here, man. I'm not gonna lie. Instead of just talking so much shit. I got one with Moray that we did too. Moray. I know y'all know who Moray is. Damn, who B Slime? Maybe if I just search B Slime. But yeah, I just feel like rappers, they going off. Okay, here it go. I just feel like they going off of like.
You know this a priority. No fake love. You know what I'm saying? Shit, man. Oh yeah, Benny. Feel like living.
I just feel like they going off of like.
Baby.
Let me just say this before I play this song. I just feel like rappers is going off of, okay, music is trash, right? Music is trash. So why am I not allowed to be trash? Because they looking at artists like V's. They looking at artists like Lil Baby. They looking at artists like Lil Uzi. That when we get down to the nitty gritty, these people are trash, right? So if you're the younger generation, right, and you could look at these people and say to yourself, all right, these niggas is trash, but they popping. Why can't I be trash? Why do I have to be this great? Why do I have to step my game up, basically? They're doing what they're doing. They're successful. They're trash. But the thing about it is, there's a separation factor that they're not thinking about. Little Baby is not talked about in the same light as Drake. Little Baby is not talked in the same light as J. Cole. You see what I'm saying? Trippy Red is not talked about in the same light as Kendrick Lamar. You see what I'm saying? There's a separation factor to where, yeah, you popping, you got so many fans, but the respect level changes at some point in time. You understand what I'm saying? So, and then the longevity of it changes. And then we got to also remember that a lot of this shit is the labels be boosting the streams. That's a fact. The labels be boosting the streams. As somebody who pay attention to this shit, to the nitty gritty, bro, I talking about, bro, I pay attention to this shit for real, bro. Like, I really study this shit, right? I got on SZA's page right when her album dropped. I got on SZA's page. And she had a lyric video that was out of the whole album, right? And matter of fact, let's see if we can find it while I'm talking, right? She had a lyric video out. And the lyric video, I shit you not, the lyric video had 1 million views on it and 0 comments. I shit you not. I'm going to see if I can find it. It was on her page. It was from her page, from SZA's page. The lyric video had 1 million views. I'm going to see if I can find it. Because I want you guys to see what I'm talking about, all right? Hold on, SZA. Hold on, let's just go to her page. SZA. Videos. Lyric video, here we go. Let's check this one out. Watch this. Let's see how, let's this one do it. Okay. 2.6 million views, right? Now look at this. This is why I'm saying you got to pay attention to the music. It's good to pay attention. It pays to pay attention, right? 2.6 million views, 2,395 comments, right? Cool. Nothing wrong with that, right? That means for about every 1,000 views, somebody commented, right? I mean, the math is still a little off. I'm not going to lie. The math is still a little off. For every 1,000 views, somebody commented. But it's not that bad, right? How the hell did you have a music video that had it was a lyric video? Let's see if we can find it. And you had 1 million views and 0 comments. All right, this one, 9.2 million views, 565 comments. Still, at least there's some comments, right? It's still, the ratio is still way off. Way off. We're talking about for every 10,000 views, 1 comment. If that, no, every 20,000 views. We're talking about every 20,000 views, 1 person commented on this, right? But still, at least she has 565, right? Now, imagine you go to a lyric video, but you got to be up on game. You got to pay attention to this shit because the labels will have time to catch up because they'll see that, okay, this shit has 1 million views, but it only has 1 comment or 0 comments. So they'll catch up. They'll start putting comments in. That's why you got to stay on top of this shit, right? Listen, when she first dropped, right? It was about a month or 2 after one of her lyric videos. Okay, it was from this album. It was from the same album where she's sitting on the water and everything. I shit you not, had over 1 million views and 0 comments. Then I tuned back in a couple days later because I was like, this is weird. I tuned back in a couple days later, and somebody actually commented and said, "How does this have 1 million views and one comment?" And they was the only comment. I'm gonna try to find this. I'm gonna try to find it, cause I think I don't want y'all to think I'm cap or whatever. I mean, there's no reason for me to lie. The shit had 1 million views and one comment, y'all. And I was just sitting there going, okay, so that lets you know that they're pushing. Okay, so SOS 2, boom, boom, boom. Let me see. I want to say it was Snooze. I think it was Snooze lyric video. Special, conceited, smoking, Snooze, used to, love language. All right. But regardless, what I'm saying is, how the fuck, bro? How the fuck is you have 1 million views in one comment, right? And what I'm telling y'all is, the labels be pushing these artists' numbers to make it look like what it's not. So how can I say this? How can I make it even more like relatable? Okay, I know what to do. What I'm saying is, this is what I'm saying. Some of these artists, without the label crunking their numbers up, would average around 3,000 to 5,000 views per day, if that. And you might be like, well, damn, bro, how you know that? Because I seen where some artists came out and before I've seen the numbers before the label cranked their shit. It's like the machine came in late. So for the first couple days, they was like 3,000, 6,000, 9,000. You know what I'm saying? Like the label ain't cranked them yet. And then you can see where the label comes in and they hit them. And then now all of a sudden you wake up and they at 60,000, 100,000, and all these comments, it starts getting flooded, right? I've seen this because I pay attention. I pay attention to the numbers, right? So a lot of these artists, they not really getting as many plays as y'all think they getting, is what I'm saying. They not. All right, but it's marketing. We got to talk about it from a marketing standpoint, right? We got to talk about it from a marketing standpoint. A part of marketing is pushing the numbers. That's a part of marketing. You know what I'm saying? That's a part of marketing, pushing the numbers. That we got to talk about it from marketing. We got to talk about it from both sides of it. I just want y'all to be like aware of what's going on though at the same time. Okay, that is what's going on. So why do I say that? I say all this to say that a lot of the reason the music is trash is because if your little baby, if you're fucking Trippie Redd, right? And you make a song and it gets fucking 6 million, 7 million views, why do you need to make sure that the song is better? Oh yeah, and by the way, all the comments are saying how fire the song is, and everybody's gassing you, and everybody telling you that you the shit, right? So you got 3,000 people in the comment section telling you that you the shit and this is their favorite song, and then you look up and you see 6 million views. My question is, why at that point in time would you need to make better music? See, Trippie Redd, when he first came out, the music was amazing. Because why? He was testing the waters. He still had to work. He still had to be creative. He was at the point when he was pushing. Trippie is not an industry plant. Trippie is an artist that had to come out with good music and then the labels caught on to him, right? So at the beginning, the music was great. But now, when you don't have to worry about making it anymore because you look up and you see 7 million views, 3,000 comments. My question is, why do you have to make better music? What's pushing you at that point to make better music? Not to mention, let's go into it. you don't get paid for your views as a music artist. I don't know if you guys know this or not. When you're a music artist, when you're Trippie Redd, when you're signed to a label, you don't get paid for your views, for your streaming. You don't get that check. So now on top of I'm looking up and I'm seeing 7 million, 8 million, 9 million views. Imagine seeing that, but then imagine you not never getting a check for these 9 million views ever. 1 year goes by, 3 years goes by, 6 years goes by. You never get a check for your streaming. Okay? Artists don't get paid from their streaming. You might say, well, bro, why is that? Why do they not get paid from their streaming? The reason artists don't get paid for their streaming is because the whole point of a record label is to collect on your masters. See, people try to make it seem like record labels are so evil because they control your masters and all this shit, but that's because they don't understand the music industry. The whole point is so that they can eat off your masters. That's the only way they eat. Not the only way, but the main majority way that the label eats is from your masters. It's always been that way. Now, the word masters is a word that's disliked. It has a distasteful sense behind it, but it's only because people made it that way. All it is saying your song. They eat off your song. If I take out the word masters and I say the way the label eats is off your song, now everybody gonna be like, oh, well, duh. You feel me? Well, duh. They're supposed to eat off your song, right? But if I use the word masters, now it sounds like they doing something grimy. Ah, damn, they took my masters. Right? But it's just a song. Another word for masters is your song, your music. That's it. That's what masters is. For anybody in here that don't know what masters is, your masters is just your song. If you leave a studio session and you MP3 somebody or you wave, you send somebody a wave or an MP3 of your song, right? You text it to them. Hey, bro, I just dropped this. Check this out. And you text them an MP3. Guess what you just text them? Your masters. That's it. That's what you just text them. You just text them your masters. You just text that person your masters. That's what a master is. It's your song file. It's the file that can move around from place to place. However it moves around. Email, motherfucking text message, however that bitch CD, you can put that bitch on the CD and throw it. However that bitch move around. You can put that bitch on a flash drive. However that bitch move around, that's your masters. It's the song. Right? That's it. So now to say, okay, the label can only eat off of the song, there's nothing wrong with that. That's how they're supposed to eat. All right? So now, let's break it down. You Trippie Redd. You see all these millions and millions of views come in, and you're not eating off of any of it. You don't get paid from that at all. Zero. You get 0%. 0%. Right? Now, let's talk about it. In the contract, do they get 0%? No. In the contract, when you sign to a record label, you don't get 0%. In the contract, you get anywhere from 5 to 7% for your master royalties. That's what you're supposed to get. 5 to 7%. Right? So every time his song streams, he's supposed to get 5 to 7%. Really 7%. Right? Really 7%. You're supposed to get about 7% of your master royalties. Now, if you a popping artist and you're doing really, really good and you have some leverage, you could get 12%. All right? If you like the Drakes of the world and the motherfucking, you feel me, the big boy status type shit, you're going to get about 12%. But if you just coming in fresh and you just got a little shit going for yourself, like the Trippie Redds type shit, you're gonna get like 7%, right? But the thing about it is you never see any of that money. The reason you don't see any of that money is because the label puts it in the contract that they have to make 4 times back the money, 4 to 10 times. Sorry, not even 4 times. 4 to 10 times back the money that they spent on you before you see your 7%. That's the real math. This is not made up numbers. This is not what it might be. This is not what it could be. These are the actual numbers. The label has to see 4 to 10 times the money that they gave you or that they put into you before you can see that 7% back. That's how it works. And the number is really 10. It's really closer to 10 than 4. If you got off with them only needing to see 4% or 4 times back, you got a really good contract. The number is really closer to 10 times back. They got to see 10 times back what they put into you before you see your 7%. That's closer to the real number, right? All right, now cool. What does this mean? This means that, first of all, let's talk about the upfront bonus that they gave you, right? Usually when somebody signs to a record label, right? The upfront bonus that they give you nowadays, and let's just talk about the last 10 to 15 years. The last 10 to 15 years, when you first signed, if like Sexy Red, goddamn, we could just go down the line. Whoever y'all want to say, Cardi B, whoever y'all want to say, when you first signed your first deal, right? Your first deal, you only get $10,000 to $200,000. That's the range that a label's gonna give you. $10,000 to $200,000. $200,000 is the cap. Nobody's giving you more than $200,000 upfront cash the first time you sign. It's not happening. All right. So y'all might be thinking now, well, wait a second. I heard such and such got signed for $3 million. I heard such and such got signed for $5 million, right? I'm gonna explain that to you. Let's break it down. They did. But what they got up front in cash was $200,000. If they even got that. Right? Most rappers fall under $100,000 to $150,000. Right? If you hot, you coming in blazing, $150,000 up front, boom, this is what we gonna get you. Right? $200,000. If you super blazing hot, you're gonna get the cap. $200,000. Right? You're not getting higher than $200,000. Right? Now, okay, bro. So where does the other $5 million or $6 million that they saying that they got signed for up front? Marketing. That's where it's going to. It's going to marketing. Okay? It's going to your studio time. It's going to these private jets that you want to fly around on. It's going to these venues that we got to book. You know what I'm saying? We got to book a whole tour. That's costing us money up front to book your whole tour. We get with a venue. We get with a circus. They call it a circus venue. That means that it's a place that owns different stadiums and clubs. You getting with one person that owns all these different venues, and they're setting up your tour for you. You got to pay that fee up front. Okay, here go $3 million for the whole tour. Let us get the whole tour, and they do everything else for you. Now you on Ticketmaster.com. Now they handling your bookings. Now they handling your the door and the venue, the food. They're handling everything for that one upfront fee of $3 million. That's how it works. Okay, so that has to go into it. That's coming out of your budget. The label's not paying that. So that $5 million that they got signed for, there goes $3 million. You can scratch off $3 million right there. So now we left with $2 million, right? Okay, we still got to get your ass home up when BET was a thing. We still got to get you on BET. We still got to go get you on The Breakfast Club, $1 million worth of game. We still got to move you around. We still got to move you around. We still got to shoot these high-end ass music. if y'all want to know the budget for a real music video, let's talk about it. The budget for a real music video, right? From if a label shoots your video, it starts at $20,000. It starts at $20,000. That's the budget. All right, I'm here to give y'all real numbers. There ain't no guesstimate, ain't no none of that. This is the budget. If a label shoots the video for you, it starts at $20,000. Okay, now the music videos could go all the way up to $2 million for one music video, depending on how much they want to spend. But it starts at $20,000. It goes up to about $2 million, depending on how much they want to spend on the music video, how big they think the song is gonna be. All right, but it starts at $20,000. Now, on average, you're gonna be looking to spend anywhere from about $50,000 to $60,000 on a music video. On a high production music video, you're gonna be looking to spend $50,000 to $60,000 on average. Okay, so that's just for the music video. Now we gotta push the music video. All right, all this shit is coming out of your budget. It's coming out of your $2 million that you have left. And remember, this $2 million has to last you for 4 years. Right? Your deal is 4 years long. So you got signed for $5 million, $3 million went to your concerts. You got $2 million left, and you got to produce 4 albums. And we got to spread this $2 million that we have left between 4 albums in 4 years. That's how a record deal works. Okay? And we only gave you $200,000 up front. So you better stretch that between your 4 years that you got too. Okay? You got to stretch that throughout your 4 years too, that $200,000. So your ass really is on a $50,000 salary. That sound about, you feel me, like regular, I mean, it's a little higher. 50,000 is a little higher than, what the average person would make. It is. If you make 50,000, you're making pretty good money. But that's what they're making, 50,000 a year. 50,000 a year, that's what they're making, right? Now, let's talk about where the artist eats on top of that 50,000, right? Features, right? The artist is doing features throughout their whole 4-year bid. They're doing features. Depending on how hot you are, will depend on how much the feature costs. When you first come out the gate, if you blazing hot, it'll be like $5 to $10K for a feature. All right, that's the numbers. These are actual numbers, $5 to $10K. Once you go into year 2 and year 3 and you still hot, now we looking at $10 to $30K for a feature. Okay? If you could make it to year 4 and you still blazing hot, which is very rare. This is very rare. You're not going to see a lot of people make it to year 4 and be still blazing hot. But if you can make it to year 4 and you still blazing hot, all right, now we up there. 50K, 100K for a feature type shit. You feel me? Now you adding on to your budget that you got, that initial 200,000 with features. All right? Mind you, you still gotta bust the feature down with your label and with your management. You gotta give the manager they percentage of every feature that you do, and you still gotta give the label a little something to keep them happy. But it really depends on how the music is doing. If the music, this is how it goes. If the music is doing really, really good, you don't have to give the label nothing for your features. Okay? You can keep everything. But if the music ain't doing that good, I would advise you to bust the label down from the feature, because what that's doing is it's giving them an incentive to keep pushing you. Like, all right, the music ain't doing that good, but at least he giving us 5,000 out of every feature that he do. At least he giving us something back. You feel me? So that's how I would go about doing that. You feel me? But other than that, yeah, that's how it worked though, man. That's how it worked. Bro said Pusha P. That's why Ye talking about he really own his masters. I mean, I don't know if Ye really owns his masters though. I mean, unless he bought them back, he could have bought them back. He could have bought all his masters, and now moving forward, he owns his masters. I don't know, but I know for sure he didn't always own his masters. This might be some new shit where he owned his masters. And it's also lingo. It's also lingo that artists like to use when they say they own their masters. But 9 times out of 10, they really don't be owning their shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just lingo. F that, I'll shoot that $500 video, $500 video. And that's what a lot of artists is doing. That's what a lot of artists is doing. But it don't matter because you never see the rest of the money that you got signed for anyways. That money is allocated towards marketing. It's not like if you don't use it, it goes to you. You know what I mean? That's not how it works. Matter of fact, even if you don't use it, they'll just write up a fake tab. You know what I mean? So like, let's say you don't use your shit. What they're going to do is they're going to be like, okay, well, to get you on Hot 97, it cost us 1.2 mil. You see what I'm saying? They just going to write up a fake receipt. They're going to hit up Ebro in the morning. Hey, Ebro, I need a receipt for 1.2 mil. Ebro going to send them an invoice for 1.2 mil. And that's that. What can you do about it? They just sent an official invoice for 1.2 mil. What the fuck can you do about it? You see what I'm saying? So you don't never really see that money. You better hope that they spend it on what they supposed to spend it on. Because if your ass go to asking for it, your ass dead. Okay? Your ass dead. That money is as good as gone. Okay? D-Lo said 15K off rip. Yeah, I can see D-Lo getting 15 for a feature right now. He pretty hot, bro. I was gonna say that you better off using that invisible 30K video budget because you ain't getting it fast. You not getting it. You not getting that money. Okay? You might as well go. The best thing to do as an artist, and this is why we have these conversations, is to kind of gear you guys up to if you ever get into these situations, you'll know what to do. The best thing to do as an artist, right, is to get signed, ask for that high percentage, even though you're not getting it. Still get your 7%. They got to write that in the contract anyways, right? Ask for your 7%. Just know that you're not getting it. That's where artists fuck up at. That's where you see artists they stop making music. The label drop them. They get in beefs with the labels and all this shit. Is because they think that they're supposed to get the 7% that they signed for. So now they start beefing with their label. Okay, the best thing to do is to go into it knowing that you're not getting your 7%. How can I eat other ways? All right, and make the best music that you can make every single day. All right, and push yourself. Push yourself. That's the best thing you could do as an artist. Push yourself and make the best music you could do make, period. Because this is how it works. I'm gonna tell you how it works. When you push yourself, right, and you make the best music, and the fans really gravitate towards that shit, and it starts to pick up traction on its own, right? What's gonna happen is the label's gonna say, "Oh no, we need to make sure we focusing on this artist. We need to make sure we putting a bag behind this artist." You see what I'm saying? They gonna go out their way to make sure they get the bag for you, and make sure that they put the money behind you. All right, so that's what you could do as an artist. Just push yourself and make the best music you can, so that when they could really put them real dollars behind you and take you to the next level. But if you sitting back like, man, my label ain't doing nothing for me, man, they you feel me? They won't put me in the studio and this, that, the third, and they won't push a music video, they won't shoot this. They want do, you know what I'm saying? If you doing it like that, trust me, you're gonna be waiting forever. You're gonna be waiting forever. Do that shit on your own. Put your own dollars up. If the label's not moving, put your own dollars up and watch how fast they jump behind you. Watch how fast they jump behind you. Put your own dollars up. Show them, okay, boom, 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 and watch how fast they jump behind you. Okay? That's how you do it. Any other way you trying to do it any other way, you're doing it the wrong way. All right? All right, cool. That's that. What else we jumping into? I don't know, man. I can't go behind academics, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. We could see what else is going on. Something about Drake's legal battle over Kendrick's song. Let's see. We could see what they talking about on this.
Well, the battle between hip-hop superstars Drake and Kendrick Lamar is far from over, though the two have seemed to stop exchanging those viral diss tracks, at least for now. Instead, Drake is looking for more ammunition for his defamation lawsuit against his own record label over Lamar's hit song, Not Like Us. And as ABC's Ika Janchi reports, the head of the company now weighing in.
They not like us. They not like us.
So from what I understand so far is that Drake is basically saying exactly what we talking about. That Kendrick's label or his own, because they kind of in the same label anyways, right? They cross over, right? So what Drake is saying is, when the battle started, I had beef with the label. I had beef with the music industry, and they amped this whole beef up just to basically kill my career, right? And the way they did that was they knew that they had to get Kendrick, first of all, because that was the only person that people was even remotely comparing to Drake at the time, right? So they got Kendrick. First of all, let's talk about it. Let's break this down. The very first song that Drake dropped against Kendrick Lamar that even started the whole beef, that wasn't Drake. That was AI. Okay? That first song was AI. So let's jump off with that. Drake has in his contract, right, that if the label wants to drop a song that's AI and put it out as Drake, they're allowed to do that. Okay? Drake has in his contract that if somebody writes a song and puts it out as AI, they're allowed to contact that person, get the song from them, and release it as Drake. This is stuff that's in Drake's contract. Okay? So what happened was, that's what happened. The song came out. It was AI at first. It was AI. But the song was gaining so much traction that the labels said, okay, we're going to turn this into something for real, right? We're going to actually use this and put it out as Drake's song. Drake couldn't say anything. He couldn't say, hey, man, that's not me. Boom, boom, boom. You feel me? He couldn't come out and say that. Right? They're allowed to do that. It's in his contract. Cool. Now, let's talk about it. That happens first, right? Now, we all know Drake got an ego problem. Drake got an ego problem. So now that comes out. Kendrick responds. Now it's officially started. Now the beef is officially started, right? Now the rap battle is officially started. Drake played into it. Drake was like, all right, the first one was AI, but this one ain't. You see what I'm saying? He played into it, right? And if you don't believe me about the first song Drake did was being AI, think about it like this. Didn't Drake drop a song that had AI in it that was like Tupac was rapping on there and he was AI? And somebody else was on the song? Wasn't it like Tupac and somebody else on the song that was AI? Think about it. Think about it. They're already playing with AI. That's what they're telling you. They're telling you that, hey, we're playing with this shit. We're letting you know that we're playing with this shit. You see what I'm saying? So I'm trying to let y'all know that first one was AI. Drake bit the bait and he went in. Now this is what Drake is suing about. Drake is suing about the fact that they pushed Kendrick's numbers. They pushed the comment section on Kendrick to everybody. You know, they like if there was ever a poll, right? If there was ever a poll, they made sure that the poll weighed in Kendrick's favor. They made sure that more people voted for Kendrick Lamar than Drake. This is a fact. All right. And what that does is it manipulates people. Right? When people see that, people naturally want to jump on the winning team. That's why we have all these Laker fans right now. Hell, I'm a motherfucking Laker fan right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Laker fan right now. Because you want to jump on the winning team. You see what I'm saying? I ain't riding for the Orlando Magic right now. The fuck? I don't even know who plays for the Orlando Magic, matter of fact. I couldn't name not one player that plays for the Orlando Magic right now. But I know who the fuck play for the Lakers. You want to be on the winning team. It's manipulation. So they push Kendrick Lamar's numbers and they push the polls. Anytime there was a poll done, they made it in Kendrick's favor. Now they pushed his numbers. Anytime you looked at the comment section, they made sure there was more people in the comment section saying Kendrick than Drake. Okay? So that's what the lawsuit is about. That's what the lawsuit is about. Now, the problem with the lawsuit is that it's a double-edged sword. Because how are you suing for the labels pushing Kendrick's numbers, but you wasn't never worried about the labels pushing your numbers before the battle? You see what I'm saying? So really, you get into the situation where it's like you snitching, bro. You dry snitching. Now all of a sudden, oh, I'm suing my label for pushing numbers. Okay, well, are you finna erase all the numbers that they got from you prior to this? Are we finna go back in history and erase everything they done for you numbers wise prior to this? All the times they pushed your shit, all the times they amped your numbers up. You feel me? No, you not. So it kind of makes the lawsuit like, what are you doing, Drake? You snitching. You acting real light skinned right now, bro. You feel me? So that's what's going on.
Intensifying between Drake, fellow heavyweight Kendrick Lamar, and Universal Music Group over the diss track Not Like Us. And this morning, UMG CEO Lucian Grange breaking his silence on Drake's latest discovery bid after Drake accused UMG, his own label, of orchestrating a scheme to devalue his brand through the release and alleged aggressive promotion of Kendrick's hit song.
They not like us. They not like us.
In a court filing, Grange calling the allegations ridiculous, adding it makes no sense whatsoever. The CEO further says the company has invested hundreds of millions of dollars backing Drake's career. Last year,
see what I'm saying? Didn't I just say that? Didn't I just say that? The label's literally looking like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? How the fuck are y'all? Are you trying to sue me for the same shit we've been doing for you this whole time over the last 20 fucking years, bro? Didn't I just say that?
UMG for defamation, and this week he's asking a federal judge to force UMG and Grange to turn over the label's unredacted contract with Lamar.
At the heart of Drake's argument is that UMG made it so that Kendrick Lamar was benefiting to the detriment of Drake. Drake is trying to see how best Kendrick Lamar could have profited from this scheme that Drake is accusing UMG to have endeavored.
Although Lamar isn't a defendant in the case, Drake's legal strategy centers around the distribution and promotion of his song, especially those scathing lyrics.
Say, Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to Cell Block 1.
Drake is accusing UMG of knowingly spreading a false and malicious
He's able to
narrative
accuse
about
and
him.
say these allegations
Grange
because he
calling
knows
the
they done it for him.
claims absurd.
Exactly.
Not Like Us continues
Which is
to
scary.
top the charts and rack up Grammys, especially following the
Scary.
electrifying Super Bowl halftime show watched by over 100 million fans worldwide.
Let me hear you say,
In the heart of a discovery practice between Drake and UMG. And once that's done, both sides, armed with the facts of their case, will try to come to some sort of settlement agreement. And if that fails, this case will quickly move towards a trial.
The file now heads back to the judge with UMG's chief executive doubling down, calling it a groundless attempt to harass and intimidate. Where will this leave Drake's quest for answers? Well, we're gonna have to wait and see. Morgan?
All right, Ika Jachi reporting. Thank you for that.
I mean,
Okay,
if it
so
comes down to the fact that, you know, they take it to court, I don't I don't know how Drake wins this in court unless he's a numbers guy like me. Unless he literally like I watch numbers. I watch major labels, artists like when they come out with an artist, I watch the fucking numbers, right? So I know, like I said, I could see how much. I'm telling y'all, these are the numbers. If you a major artist, you gonna get about 3,000 to 6,000 views per day per song. That's it. All right, that's the numbers. All right, if you think it's higher than that, it's not. That's the numbers. Okay. Without the label push, that is the numbers. Okay. Of course, you got some scenarios where songs go viral, and of course, they're gonna do way better, right? But I'm just talking about on average, that's the numbers that you get. 3,000, 6,000, right there. That's the range. Okay. So unless Drake has been, which I mean you could do on Chartmetric, he could use Chartmetric to prove his case. He could go to Chartmetric and say, hey, let's look at Chartmetric where this artist was only doing these amount of numbers, and then when the rap battle came, now he's doing these amount of numbers. He could he could try that method. Are you live? Yeah, we live. We on repeat. What's up? What you mean you on repeat? Is it live working? Y'all gotta let me know. Let me know. Put a Y in the chat if the live's still good. If it's tweaking, I'll start it over. Is we good? Cause somebody said, "Are you live?" and then somebody else said, we on repeat, so I need to make sure. Okay, it's good. All right, bet. Yeah, and I'm Drake. Hold on, let me read what bro said. And I'm Team Drake. LOL. I don't know how like it played, but when I'm but he gonna bring things to the light. Yeah, I just feel like he could use Chartmetric. So Chartmetric, for anybody that don't know, Chartmetric is what the A&Rs and the labels use when they want to see if an artist is legit or not. Right? That's what they use. So if you was ever wondering, okay, how do these A&Rs know who's legit or not? They use a website called chartmetric.com, right? So that's the first thing they do. Well, the first thing they do is they look at your IG. So if I submit an artist to a record label right now, right? Hey, bro, I got this artist. Boom, boom, boom. Check them out. The very first thing they do is go to your IG. That's it. IG. They check out your IG. What are they looking for? They're looking for your aesthetics. Do you have everything right? They don't care. They don't give a damn about your followers. Okay? They don't give a damn about how many followers you got. Okay? That's not what they're looking at. They're looking at your aesthetics, and they're looking at how many likes you're getting and how many comments, more importantly than likes, how many comments you're getting per post. All right? That's what they're looking at. The likes and the comments. They're looking at the engagement, right? They're looking at the engagement, right? That's the first thing they look at. After they look at that from your IG, the second thing they're gonna check is your TikTok. Okay, let's see how you're doing on TikTok. They want to see how hard you're working now. Is he posting on a regular? Does he have different type of content? Is he got anything else going on? How's he doing on TikTok, right? That's the second thing they look at, right? If both of those check out, then they go to YouTube. Then they check out your YouTube. All right, let's see what he's doing on YouTube. Same thing. How many videos does he have? How many likes does he have? How many comments does he have? Right? View count is important too, but really that's the three that they're really checking, right? All right, boom. Once they check all that, then they check Chartmetrics. Now, the reason why they check Chartmetrics is because Chartmetrics goes back in time. So Chartmetrics will tell them, for instance, if you went from 0 followers on IG to 10,000 followers on IG within 2 to 3 days because you bought your followers. See, you thinking that you bought your followers 3 years ago, so nobody can't see that because now everything's starting to look legit. No, Chartmetrics goes back. Chartmetric is going to tell the A&R that you bought your followers in May of 2022. Okay, on what day exactly you bought it. And if that shit don't add up, if you ain't go live with Lil Yachty or drop a song with Kendrick Lamar on that day, why the fuck do you got 10,000 new followers on this date? Does that make sense? So that's the next thing they check is Chartmetric. Now, Chartmetric is also going to tell them everything else. How many views they had over the course of your YouTube channel. How many views you had on Spotify over the course of your Spotify career. How well your TikTok is doing. How good it's going to tell them everything. All the metrics is going to be on Chartmetric. Okay? They could just look at that and see off the rip, okay, do you have a steady growth up? Or does this shit look like a motherfucking roller coaster where you go way up and then way back down, way up, way back down? That's what they're gonna put in before they even bring it to the table of the record label, right? That's the job of the A&R, is not to scout talent. It's just to be the stepping stone or the person who verifies before you get to the label, because the label don't have time to get on Chartmetric and look at all that shit. So they're just the person that says, hey man, I found somebody that's legit. Now the music, is the music good? It's all right. You feel me? They don't even, at that point, they don't even too much care about the music. They're just saying, hey man, I just want to bring to you guys' attention, I put it on you guys' table that I found somebody with a legit following. His name is such and such. You know, what do you guys want to do with him? Let me know. But at least I'm bringing it to you guys' attention. That's the job of the A&R. The music does not have to be fired. The following has to be fired. The numbers has to be followed. Everything has to look legit. The music does not have to be fired. Because at the end of the day, the job of a label, if they're doing their job right, is one of the departments is artist development. So you got a fire following. We could take it from here. We're gonna put you with a motherfucking producer. We're gonna put you with some songwriters. You see what I'm saying? We're gonna make sure that we get this music sounding really good. We're gonna get you about 2 or 3 features from some major artists. We're gonna make sure that your beat selection's right. Artist development is the part where they take somebody who has a following, but the music is all right, and now we're gonna make the music fire. That's artist development. But the problem is, nowadays, guess what? There's no more artist development. There's no more artist development. Labels don't do that anymore. So what do they do now? Shit, he got a following. He doing okay. Let's just sign him. Let's just offer him 100,000. Because who in here does music would not take 100,000 if a record label reached out to you and tried to give you 100,000 right now? Who in here right now that does music, if a record label came to you and said, hey bro, we want to give you 100,000 to sign you and a 7% royalty, but you're gonna get your 100,000. When you check your bank account in 2-3 days, you're gonna have your whole 100,000, bro. And a 4-album deal where we gonna push another however much million behind you. We gonna blow you up. We gonna make you the next big thing. And on top of that, we gonna get you a feature with Lil Yachty. We promise you a feature with Lil Yachty in the music video. Who in here would say no to that? Right? So that's the deals. That's how they're coming to you. That's the deals, right? All right, boom. But the problem is they're not doing artist development anymore. So now they're giving you exactly what I said, but what they're missing out is they're saying they're taking away the artist development. They're just saying, all right, whatever you do from this point on, when we sign you and give you this 100,000, that's what you do. You can either flop or you can start doing good. Now, what they will do is they'll give you what they told you they're gonna give you. They're gonna give you that feature with Lil Yachty. You're gonna get that. You're gonna get the music video with Lil Yachty. You're gonna get the feature with Lil Yachty. That's how you're gonna come out. That's gonna be your first song. Song with Lil Yachty. Y'all do the big production music video. 60,000, 70,000 on this music video. Big production. Everything's gonna look great when you first come out. But the problem is, after that, their hands off. The next 4 albums is on you. The next 4 albums is on you. And that's where we start seeing, okay, damn, why this artist is falling off after year 2? Why this artist is falling off after year 1? That's why we see it like that. Because after they do their initial, here you go, this is what, it's hands off. It's hands off. Okay? Lil Yachty, Lil Yachty, whatever, however you say his name, I don't know. The little fruity one. Okay? That's how I say it. The little fruity one, okay? The little fruity one. Little fruit. All right? Little fruit. I said it in the song, 200K, I ain't settling for less. Yeah, you is. Yeah, you is, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. If a record label came to you right now and said, bro, we'll have 100,000 for you in your bank account in the next 2 days, yeah, sign it, bro. Okay? Yeah, it's a signing, all right? You're going to be like, shit, I can flip that 100,000 into 200,000. That's what you're going to start thinking. Shit, I can flip that, bitch. Fuck it. Is the whole, the first thing you're going to ask, is the whole 100 going to clear or y'all going to take taxes out? And then they're going to say, no, nigga, the whole 100 is going to clear. You do your own taxes, okay? The whole 100 is going to clear. You do your own taxes, though. If you want to, you feel me, you can figure that out with your lawyer and your tax representative. But the whole 100 gonna clear. Soon as they say that whole 100 gonna clear, your ass taking that 100, okay? Your ass is, where do I sign, sir? Please let me know where do I have to sign. And if I need to sign once or twice, and do I need to leave a thumbprint on this bitch? Or what else do I need to do? Okay? You gonna sign for that 100, bro. All right, so that's what's going on. They signing people without the artist development now. All right, so what does that mean? Guys, that means you have to do your own artist development. All right? What does that mean? What does that mean? It means you got to get the fuck out your ego. It means you got to get the fuck out your ego, bro. You understand what I'm saying? It means you got to get the fuck out your ego, bro. A nigga give you 100,000, right? The label gives you 100,000, right? Not speaking to somebody like me. Not speaking to somebody who is well versed in the industry, in the music industry. Clearly. Clearly, right? You speak to somebody like me before you sign your deal, you might win, you might not win, but guess what? You know what the fuck you're in for, right? You don't speak to somebody like me, you don't know what the fuck is going on. You just took your 100,000, you just gonna keep fucking making music. That's a fact. You don't know what the fuck to do after that. You just making music and shooting music videos. That's a fact, right? But that's why we're having these conversations. So you do know what to do, right? First purchase of a car, 80K cash, 20K left. Facts. And a chain, the last 20 on the chain. Because you think more money's coming in. You think you finna eat. You think you got more money coming in. Little do you know that was it. That was it, right? All right, so let's talk about it. You need to do your own artist development. What is that, bro? Because you just saying a whole bunch of industry words and shit. Break it down. What the fuck does that mean? That means that you got to get out your ego. You got to take that 100,000 and you got to lock in with a producer, right? For a good fee. Whatever he want, whatever you think is a good fee, maybe 20,000. Okay, for the first album, bro, I'm going to give you 20,000, but I need 10 dope records. I'm talking about recording. I'm talking about mixing and mastering. I'm talking about full rights to the beats. I'm talking about everything. 10 songs for $20,000. Right? What does that come out to? $2,000 a song? Okay, that's not bad. That's about right anyways. That's about right anyways. If you think about it, if you start breaking it down, it's close to it, right? 2,000 a song, locking with a dope producer, right? That producer is in charge. You just give him the whole 20 up front. The whole 20,000, here you go, bro. For 1 year, I need one dope album, 10 songs on it, right? Make sure they're a dope producer. Make sure they understand music, right? Now, what you just did was you locked in your CEO, your new CEO. That producer is now supposed to go, because this is the problem. People think that producers are just beat makers. That's not what a producer is. You locked in that 20,000 with that producer. That producer is now supposed to go out, get songwriters, get features, people that they think will sound good on the stuff for you. Be involved with the mixing and mastering process, whether they're doing it themselves or whether they're hiring different people to do it for you. Go out, find different producers that have different beats, valley everybody together. Hey, bro, we working with this artist right now. This is how a producer speaks. I'm working with this artist right now. I need beats for this artist right now. I need songs for this artist right now. You see what I'm saying? This is how a producer speaks. So you just hired your CEO for $20,000 to basically executive produce your project, right? If you got a good producer, you're going to have a good project. If you got a producer who's just about the cheese, about the Fetty Wap, you're going to have a okay project, but some of the lyrics going to be dumbed down. Some of the stuff going to not sound that great. You know, if you got a good producer, you're going to have some that cares about his craft, you're going to have an amazing project for that $20,000. And that's on the low end. That's still on the low end. $20,000, he can really only move around so much, but he could still move around though. Now, this is another job of the producer. He's your cheerleader. A good producer is your cheerleader. So the producer is supposed to, this is the other language of the producer, right? Hey, bro, I'm telling you, this artist got next, bro. I'm telling you, bro. You done gave him your 20,000. So he done made all, he has his 20,000. He has to do whatever he can with this 20,000 to make you 10 songs, right? He's hollering at his different producers and he's saying, bruh, trust me, she up next. He up next. They up next. Well, if it's a group, they up next. He's your cheerleader, right? He's putting all the pieces together. He's hollering at this songwriter that did a record for Chris Brown, right? He just hollering at this songwriter that then wrote plenty of records for August Alsina and all these top dogs, right? Hey, bro, trust me, bro. I need the best stuff that you got right now. I'm working with this artist. I need your best stuff. He's your cheerleader. He's your CEO. He's putting everything. All you need to do is make sure you on top of your game and follow directions and put your input in. Y'all work together as a team. Okay? This is your artist development, a good producer. But a lot of artists don't know this. They come in the game thinking a producer is just a person that makes the beat. No, the producer is the person that puts together the project for you. So okay, bro, but I don't have 20,000 that I could give to a producer to put the project together for me. Yes, the fuck you do. Yes, the fuck you do. You just don't want to get 20,000 together, but you can. You can, bro. You can get 20,000 together. You just don't want to do it, bro. Okay? You just don't want to do it, bro. But you can get 20,000 together if you really wanted to get with a producer to make sure that your shit sound good. Now, why do you not want to do it? Number one, it's not talked about enough. This is not the sexy shit that people talk about. The sexy shit is, oh, was you on Rolling Loud, bro? Are you able to get on Rolling Loud? That's the sexy shit that people talk about. The sexy shit that people talk about is, oh, was you able to go on Vlad TV, bro? You feel me? That's what you want to get your $10,000 together for. That's what you want to get your $20,000 together for. To do dumb shit like that when your music is trash. It's not sexy. It's not glorified. So we're not thinking about that. That's the most important part of the puzzle. Get with a producer. Give him enough money to where he feel comfortable, to where he could shut down his studio for a few months and not take no clients and just concentrate on you. You see what I'm saying? That's the shit that's gonna get you on Rolling Loud. That's the shit that's gonna get you on Vlad. That's the shit that's gonna get you on No Jumper. Artist development from the right producer. All producers don't have a great ear. Some producers will let you say wet like water. You just recorded a song, one of your bars was wet like water, and here it is, they bouncing that bitch down. But you gave them $20,000, but they letting you walk out the studio saying wet like water and other dumbass metaphors. You see what I'm saying? You got to get with the right producer. That's going to stop you. Hey, bro, nah, we don't do that over here. That's not going to elevate your game. You might sell 10,000 copies, but you ain't going to sell 100,000 saying lyrics like that. You understand what I'm saying? Some producers will make you jump on a whack beat. Oh, you like this beat, bro? All right, go ahead, do your thing, bro. Do your thing, bro. I'm going to just play the background, let you do your thing. You feel me? Some producers will let you do that. Some producers, hell nah, bro. This shit ain't moving, bro. This shit ain't working, bro. We gotta let's pick something else. Or let's amp the beat up. Let's do something else. You feel me? The producer is the first step to artist development, but you gotta be willing to work with another producer. You gotta be willing to work with songwriters. Okay? Rappers, you gotta get out your ego. As a rapper, you need other songwriters in the building. You need other dope rappers in the building to throw you ideas. Because fatigue is a thing. Jado, what up, bro? All right? Fatigue is a thing. But what if you already got a team? If you already got a team, that's different from having a producer still, though. The producer is still the CEO. The producer is still where it all starts at. You know what I'm saying? The team is going to take what the producer did and market and make the product happen. You understand what I'm saying? Like, basically what I'm saying is I can't put shit in a bottle and then give it to my team to go sell as cologne. You see what I'm saying? But if I construct the best smelling cologne ever, I could give it to my team and they ain't even got to work hard. They could just walk around and spray it on people. You see what I'm saying? So the team can only do so much without the product. Okay? All right. I don't know if I want to go into this. Let's listen to some more about
more on this. I'm joined now by ABC News contributor Brian Buckmar and Andscape senior culture writer Justin Tinsley. Thank you so much. We've got to dive into this because my timeline is in shambles about this. Okay, so Brian, from a legal perspective, as you explained in Ike's piece, Drake's case against his own record label is in the discovery phase. What is his legal team hoping to achieve here, and is something productive for their case likely to come out of this?
Yeah, so they're looking to arm themselves with the facts. So this is a case where Drake is going up against UMG, which is the parent company of Republic Records, his record label. And they're asking for basically everything in the kitchen sink. They're asking for Kendrick Lamar's contract, the details of that. They're also, interestingly enough, asking about any allegations about Kendrick Lamar in terms of domestic violence. I think, and I'll leave this to Justin, who knows far more about the culture and the music background. I'm just going to stick to my legal lane. But I think it has to do with something from the diss track in 2024, Family Matters, where Drake levies allegations against Kendrick Lamar about domestic violence. And I think he's trying to build a case, not just in his own diss tracks, but also that UMG was attempting to devalue Drake by inflating Kendrick Lamar's Lamar's popularity by pushing this song when they knew it to be defamatory, and they're trying to look for the inner workings and the communications through all of these 75 document requests.
And as Justin, as
I mean,
Brian
they're
just
not going to
pointed
get
out,
much from the
this dispute
contract,
started-
right? Asking for the contract is a waste of time. They're not going to get much for the contract. The contract's not going to say, "Hey, we artificially pushed your shit." By the way, you know what I mean? It's not going to say that. So I don't know what the fuck he's asking for the contract for. All right, maybe they're just trying to see something that maybe they could dig up, but I don't know what the point of asking for the contract would be. Like I said, I don't think there's really an angle that Drake could take on this. Like, I think Drake just has to take the L, and I think this is the most important factor to take from all this, right? Is that when you stop rapping, you lose, right? The battle only ended because Drake stopped. Same thing. If you go back in history, you look at any battle. The battle only ends when the last person stops and they give up. All right. If we could go back as far as, or if you take too long, that's another one. If you take too long to respond, that shit's over with. All right. But a lot of times, motherfuckers just be giving it to the next person. At the end of the day, your job as someone who makes music, as a rapper or a singer, is to make music. And it even comes down to that with the labels. If the labels, a lot of people be like, "Oh, well, the label ain't pushing my shit." Boom, 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 boom. Nigga, push your own shit. You feel me? Like, drop your own. Like, nobody can't stop you from dropping your own music. It's just not gonna be licensed to the label when you drop. You could still go on you could still make a motherfucking YouTube account and drop that shit on release, such and such, boom, boom, boom. You could still go on SoundCloud and drop your shit, unreleased, such and such, boom, boom, boom. The label's not taking that shit down. How do I know the label's not taking that down? Because there's plenty of unreleased fucking songs out there right now that the label's not taking down. It's happening right now. So the only person holding yourself back in that situation is you. You done went 3-4 years without releasing any music because you mad at the label. And then you wondering why your fan base is dwindling down day by day. Bitch, you're not producing. You're not giving them nothing. Duh. So when it comes down to it, when times get hard, if in the heat of the battle, release music. Drake, just keep fucking releasing, bro. If Drake would have made another banger, another 2 bangers like right after Not Like Us, who knows what would have happened? You see what I'm saying? He gave up, and then now you want to blame it on the numbers. No, just keep rapping, bro.
As a rap battle. I mean, just the love of the game, right? 2 artists exchanging diss tracks, which of
maybe
course
the
is
finances
culture of
will
rap.
show
It's
how
the
much they could
culture of
sue for.
hip-hop. I mean, it's how it all started. What does this mean for the culture now that you literally have a rapper?
That's true.
in
I'm not gonna lie.
some
That was a
ways
good
allegedly
point.
trying-
That actually is a good point. That actually is a good point because fake streams don't pay. Right? Fake streams don't pay. To a certain extent. It depends on how you do it. If you go through the motherfucking Asians and all the Chinese people, those don't pay. But there is some people that could get you fake streams that will pay. Right? So it just depends on how they do it. If they use both, they might be able to dwindle up and say, okay, a certain amount. But even in that situation, I mean, the label could just rebuttal and say, okay, well, that shit didn't come from us. Does that make sense? The label could just say that shit didn't come from us. Because I could go right now on a Drake video right now and add 1 million fake streams to a Drake video myself. Does that make sense? So, I mean, it kind of could help showing their finances, but the label will have an easy rebuttal. So I don't know. Can you react to my song I sent in the Discord? Shit, we hanging and banging, talking shit right now, bro.
To litigate a rap beef. I mean, in the legal arena, what do you think?
I think when you look at it like this, you really have to look at the last year of Drake's life. And it's really unfamiliar for any rap artist, especially a superstar rap artist. He was involved in the biggest rap beef of all time. One that I think most people would say he objectively lost. He saw Not Like Us become an international rallying cry. He even had a fallout with LeBron James, it seems. And then on top of that, the cherry on top is this lawsuit. And in hip hop, a lawsuit is kind of an unforgivable sin, especially when it comes to battle records. We've all listened to a lot of hip hop over the course of our life. We've heard battle records, people say some outlandish things. But, you know, this lawsuit that Drake is levying is kind of giving a staying power to the beef that's largely because Drake refuses to let this go. And on one hand, it is understandable in a sense. Kendrick not only beat him, he out-strategized him, he embarrassed him. But on the other hand, I do wonder what the end goal is here, because nothing will erase the impact, not just of Not Like Us, but the battle itself. And keep in mind, too, this is also very important. This is all happening while Drake and UMG are prepping for the biggest release or the most important release of his career with Iceman. And it's kind of like the equivalent of arguing with your boss in the parking lot before you have to give a company-wide presentation.
Oh, I like that analogy.
I think that, and that goes further into what I was saying. Just give it up and fucking rap, bro. Right? And this is what this is the point that I'm making, right? When we go check out Drake, right? When we go check out what Drake has released recently, right? Nokia was after the battle. Nokia was after the battle. Just fucking rap, bro. You see what I'm saying? Like, your career is still popping because now imagine let's look at it from both sides, right? Imagine Drake doesn't drop anything since the Kendrick Lamar battle. He just goes dark. Right? Now your career is dead for real. Now, imagine if the first song that Drake dropped since the battle was Today. Who hurt his career? Kendrick or him? And that's what I'm trying to say. That's the point that I'm trying to make. All you gotta do as an artist is fucking produce good music and you could come out of any fucking thing, dog. Nobody can hold you back as long as you produce fucking good music. Nobody cared. When Nokia dropped, nobody gave a fuck.
Who's calling that shit?
Nobody gave a fuck.
Who's calling
It was
that
the
shit?
biggest record.
Who's calling that shit?
It was the biggest fucking. He came out with What Did I Miss? Nobody gives a fuck.
I don't give a fuck if you love me.
Nobody gives a fuck that you lost the battle, bro. Everybody's jamming this shit. Everybody. Because you still make good music. Nobody gives a fuck. Okay? So I think Drake has a very IQ musically, a very high IQ musically. And I think he just knows that. He just knows, all right, at the end of the day, I still need to produce good music. I'm not finna just sit back with this lawsuit and tuck my nuts. You understand what I'm saying? He got a high enough IQ to where he like, all right, I know I need to produce now. Hold on now. Time out now. Okay? So yeah, man, that's you gotta do it, man. We all Drake though. We all Drake. Cause at the end of the day, he a bitch. Why the fuck you suing motherfuckers? You feel me? He a bitch though at the end of the day. Like you suing niggas in a rap battle is crazy, bro. You feel me? Like, that's crazy. Nigga, if you don't get your ass out there on the stage and rap, nigga, the fuck? This nigga suing niggas is crazy, bro. I'm gonna get my lawyers together. You feel me? Tattletale ass nigga. Drake like one of them. Drake like your little brother that used to tattletale on your ass, bitch. You feel me? Tattletale ass, light skinned ass motherfucker, boy. Yeah, I don't fuck with that. I don't fuck with that at all. I ain't gonna lie. All right. What can we jump into, man? How I stopped overthinking and started winning in music. The hidden truth about record labels, streaming, and artist leverage. Oh, this should be good. This should be good.
Who, we both both admire what he's been able to do with his
Definitely,
business.
man. I watched him on your podcast, man.
Ooh, Mike
gained a whole
Will.
lot of respect for him, man. Just really beasting and doing his own
That's
thing.
Mike
in his
Will,
way,
right?
man,
Am I tripping?
and caking off of it and having real fans.
That
like,
might be
that's
somebody
inspiring.
else.
Yeah, and
Just
he
look
does it
like
his
Mike
way,
Will.
right?
Yeah.
And so in this whole process, the ownership component, because he's big on ownership, but asking you as well, how important is ownership?
See, now what I like to do,
This day
y'all, see, y'all know how much I know about the music industry, right? Oh, that's Hit Boy? Is it Hit Boy? I think that is Hit Boy. What I like to do is I like to look for the little lies that people be telling, producers and artists. Because y'all know that I know what the fuck is going on, right? So when I hear little shit like, oh yeah, we did this, or we signed for this, it's like, I be knowing like, nah, yeah, that's cap. So we about to listen, and I'm about to point out some cap. If I catch some cap from an artist or producer or something, I'm gonna call it out for sure.
I think that's where it's at. You know what I mean? You seeing people like QC, they gonna sell their company for
Go back to
hundreds
the
of
Scooter
millions of
thing.
dollars. So like, you know,
Let's check. Yeah, let's check. Let's see what happened with Scooter real quick. We did never finish that Scooter shit. I can't believe Scooter died, bro. We gonna come back to that. We gonna come back to that interview because it looked like it's gonna be a good one. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I can't believe Scooter died, bro. Bro, I promise you, I did not. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not remembering that he died, but I don't remember this shit, bro. I don't remember this shit.
Tonight at 6, the Fulton County Medical Examiner is now revealing the official cause of death for Atlanta rapper Young Scooter. So the report lines up with what police told 11 Alive, that Kenneth Bailey died from a leg injury that he got while jumping a fence. Now, police said that he took off running after they responded to a domestic dispute in the Lakewood Heights neighborhood last Friday. Police say that they've seen false claims on social media surrounding Bailey's death. They say officers did not shoot at Bailey or use any type of force. Right now, police are still
on his
looking
birthday?
for the woman who made the initial 911 call. And
Damn, can we hear the 911 call? Young Scooter 911 call. Do they have the 911 call online? Oh shit.
Tell me exactly what happened.
Okay, so I'm the neighborhood watch, and basically, like I said, these guys they're like selling drugs in and out of the house. All you see is guys coming in and out of the house with guns and stuff. They holding guns in
You
the
hit
air.
a main artery?
And then it's like, I'm not sure if they're pimping, but it's the situation that's going on right now. This girl doesn't have on any clothes. They threw her outside. He was fighting the girl. He literally fought the girl. I'm not sure what they was fighting over. If they was fighting over drugs, that's what it sounded like. It sounded like they were fighting over drugs.
She snitching. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. She low key dry snitching though, ain't she? God damn, bitch, who is you? Nah. This is her. This is for sure, 100,000% one of his side bristles. 100,000%. This is one of his side bristles. She snitching for no reason. Yeah, I don't know what they was fighting over, but I think they had like 3 kilos in the crib. You feel me? I don't know. Somebody said they buried a body in the backyard last week. I don't know. Something like that. But I heard something about they was fighting, and I don't know. Something like that though. I think you guys need to get over here expeditiously and check it out. I don't know. Something's going on. I seen them fighting dogs yesterday. I don't know. Something. Like, what the fuck going on, bro? This shit crazy, bro. What the fuck she got going on?
She had someone come over there and they started shooting. But the house needs to be investigated. They're definitely doing illegal stuff over there, and it's disturbing the area.
How many shots were fired?
I would say 3. It was 3 shots.
When did it happen?
It's happening now.
Okay.
So I believe the girl is hurt,
And they're
that's why
coming
I
from
say
273 William Knott Drive.
that's not yes. And the girl is hurt because she was like bleeding profusely, like blood everywhere.
Okay. Do you see or hear anything else?
Yeah, she's trying to get away, and they're holding her. She's being held hostage. Like she's trying to. They brought her. The guy that was fighting her.
That girl right now eating that
ran
good old steak
outside
issue.
naked, and
She
then
was a
he
neighborhood
fighting
watch.
her outside.
That was the other. Yeah, for
and
sure.
then there was another commotion.
Yeah, that's a side bristle, man.
She tried to get. She
in the car right now.
Dragged her back in the
She in the
house,
car right
allowed
now
her
making
at
this
the
phone
door.
call.
Okay.
Okay. She across the street in the car right now.
He's
You feel me?
refusing to
She
let
been
her
staking.
out. And it's
She
like
been staking
seven
Scooter
guys in the
out.
house.
She been staking Scooter out for about a week. You feel me? They fighting right now for sure. For sure, that's the side bristle across the street in the Honda Accord. Okay, Honda Accord, no tents. You feel me? Windshield crack. You feel me? Yeah, for sure, 100%. That's her. That's the bristle right there. Nah, yeah, that's unfortunate though. Damn, bro, I didn't know, bro. I didn't know. I didn't hear nothing about this. Vibe, I mean, you probably knew, bro. Bro, Vibe, you know how our shit be. You know how our shit be in our county, bro. When shit happens, like, the timeline be flooded. I don't remember everybody saying R.I.P. Young Scoop, bro. Unless I'm just not, unless for some reason I ain't know about this. Okay, I feel better, bro. Because I'm like, what the fuck? Usually when a rapper die, and this shit is kind of low-key disrespectful. Because usually when a rapper die, everybody know about it. Like, what the fuck? How the fuck nobody knew? Like, this shit is disrespectful, low-key. Like, they act like look, Young Scooter was a nobody. Nah, that's wild, yo. Yeah, shit went under the radar. Scooter was just stopping by to holler at dude. All that happened. Damn, man. Nah, that's crazy, bro. My favorite Young Scooter song is that You Do What You Want. I mean, I do what I want. You do what you can. That bitch so hard, bitch. I forget what that bitch called, man. All right, let's go back into I think there's if they might give away some gems in here. Let's see what they're saying. The hidden truth about record labels, streaming, and artist leverage. Okay, so if the title is what it's supposed to be, we supposed to hear some gems.
People want to buy into.
Yeah, absolutely. I say that all the time as well. And Nima, I'm curious to what you're thinking, but when people say, I understand the argument in terms of like the streaming payouts and stuff like that. They're not, they can be considered relatively low, but I mean, you have real capital coming into the space.
Yeah,
looking
that's just
at
like the trouble shit.
Catalog's an alternative asset. They normalize as the dependable asset.
Yeah,
and you could sell that for 16, 17. I was talking about it on the weekend. I think like really good, strong catalogs, you can get up to X19 of what it's doing right now.
Right.
It's insane multiples. But I'm curious to what you think on.
Man, like everything's a multiple. The whole game. Like
Right.
we're just living in a multiple world. Like music has no value, right? It's like air. Like it doesn't have value until it generates its own value over time. So like we're not in a world, 15 years ago, like, when he did his deal, it was on CDs. CDs were worth something, right? It was like $12.
Okay, this part I got it. This part no.
Labels could.
This part no. I disagree with completely. All right, let's talk about it. You can still sell music. I don't know where the fuck this conception of streaming's low, music's not worth anything, and all this bullshit. I don't know where the fuck this shit came from. All right, but anybody with some real sense, you can still fucking sell music, bro. Okay, this is why. When they ask you on your streaming platform, I use Symphonic. Because I use everybody. I use TuneCore, DistroKid, the United Masters, CD Baby. I didn't use them all, right? Symphonic is the best one, right? Shout out to Symphonic. But when you go to your distribution company, they ask you at the top before you distribute, what do they ask you? Which platforms do you want to distribute to? This shit is not fucking mandatory, bro. Okay? It's not mandatory. You don't have to stream to all the platforms. You choose to do that. Your sheep following the masses. Your sheep following everybody else. That's what we're doing. We're being sheep. You don't have to choose Spotify. You don't have to choose Tidal. You don't have to choose Apple Music. You don't have to choose YouTube. You know what you can choose? iTunes. You know the one check mark that you can have selected? iTunes. That's it. iTunes. If they want your music, guess where the fuck they have to go? iTunes. Guess what the fuck they have to do when they get there? Pay for it. Okay? When they pay for it, guess where it goes? To their phone. What did they just buy? The masters. They bought it. It moved around. Remember we was talking about what a master does? It moves around. They bought the masters. Now the master copy is on their phone. Okay? Okay? Yeah, you can disable Apple Music. Disable Spotify. You could disable this shit. You can make your fans go to iTunes, purchase your music. Now let me ask you a question. Let's just do this real quick. If everybody right now stop selecting all the streaming platforms and only put their shit on iTunes, would the music industry pick back up and go back to how it was in the old days where everybody was selling millions of copies? You see what I'm saying? We put ourselves in this predicament. And then now we're still saying, okay, well, shit, music's downstream. No, we made it like this. So how can we complain about something that we're actively involved in the process? We're doing this shit to ourselves. Okay? There's still YouTube, right? So same thing, YouTube. You could tell them not to put it on YouTube, right? Stop releasing your music on YouTube, right? Takedown is still a thing. Just be adamant about takedowns. Shit, whenever I upload something to YouTube, the first thing they do is check for copyright infringement. And if that shit don't clear, the video don't even fucking go up. The first thing I do when I upload a video to Facebook, they check for copyright infringement. When I upload a video to TikTok, copyright infringement. Guess what? If that shit is copywritten, the video don't even fucking make it up. So as adamant as you are about, hey man, I don't want my shit nowhere, that's how adamant they're gonna be with you and making sure that your shit is nowhere. The more lawsuits that come up because people are putting my shit on YouTube, the more strict they're gonna get with it. Okay? But what I'm saying is, if we only made our shit available on iTunes, the music industry would flourish again. It would flourish. Okay? Now, you might say, all right, bro, but how am I going to compete? Right? Because I know there's some of you out there like, all right, I hear what you're saying, but why would somebody go to my shit and buy my shit when they could just stream the other artists for free? Right? And this is true. I have an answer for that. Right? I have an answer for that. This is how you do it. That's what an EP is for. That's what an EP is for. Right? So you give them 3 songs on all streaming platforms. Everywhere. Wherever you want to go to get these 3 songs, you could go get these motherfucking 3 songs. You could go listen to these bitches, stream these bitches till you motherfucking fall out. But when my motherfucking album drop, guess what you got to do? You got to pay for that bitch. All right? Now, this is when we start talking about marketing and conversion. Okay? And that's why there's so many different departments to it. But I'll break it down in simple terms for you guys so that you can understand. That's what we're here for, right? Marketing and conversion. Okay? Now, look. If somebody has 5,000 followers on IG, just 5,000, right? If that person gets 100% of that 5,000 people, them 5,000 people to stream their music all day long, every day, right? Do you know that the conversion rate of just having 5% of that 5,000 buying your album and buying your merch, you will make 4 times the amount of money as if somebody as if all 5,000 people streamed your song. How do I know this? Because I did the math on it. I did the math on it. 5% conversion of those 5,000 fans. Just 5%. 5% buys your album, right, for 10 or 15 bucks, and they buy one piece of merch from you for $15. You'll make 4 times more money than if all 5,000 people streamed your song when your album drops. Just 5%. So now, why wouldn't you want to, you feel me? Why wouldn't you want to gear your energy towards that 5%? 10%. Let's convert 10% and make 8 times more money. You see what I'm saying? Let's convert 15%. You see what I'm saying? Why wouldn't you want to do that? Because at the end of the day, now you eating twice. How are you eating twice, bro? Let me explain. When you first drop your album, right? You convert that 5%. Which if you can't convert 5%, you don't have a good product. Let's just start there. Let's rewind a little bit and talk about that. If you can't convert 5% of your fan base, you don't have a good product. Okay? So, you convert your 5%, you got a good product, right? Now, what does that mean? It means that when you drop, right? You got your 4 times the money that you would have made. And then after about 3 to 6 months of you getting your 5%, which is still 4 times the money you would have made anyways. So you did on capital, when it comes to capital on paper, you still made more money, right? And then now what do? Now you go back on the streaming platform and you check all the other places. Okay, now we can put it on Spotify. Now we can put it on Apple Music. Now we can put it on fucking Tidal. You see what I'm saying? Now we can put it on YouTube. You just ate twice. You ate from the 5% that got you 4 times more money. And then now you about to eat again from all the people that do stream, that don't want to pay, that didn't want to pay. You just ate twice. All right? You just ate twice. So all this stuff about the music industry, I just had to say that, man, because when I be hearing this stuff, the music industry is dead and you streaming is hurting, it's like, bro, we got to be, as a collective, we got to be smarter than that, bro. This shit ain't that hard to figure out, man. You feel me? This shit ain't that hard to figure out. We just got to do simple 4th grade, 5th grade math. Okay? For real. Pull your calculators out, goddammit.
Because music had value. Now it's just air. Like, whether you produce this for Beyonce or for a baby band, the day it drops, it's worth the same. It has to generate its value over time, you know? So all these we're not, the music business is not a music business anymore. It's basically, it's the funds funding it, and then it generates value, and then they buy it back, and then they give you the money, and you make more, and then they buy that, and it's like a cycle of like,
That's the game, yeah.
it's the whole game. So it's like the sooner you realize that, the better off you are as an artist, because if you realize that that's what the business is, and that's what you live in, then you're making multiples. That's it. Like whether every record is broken up, the writers, the producers, everything has a value point on it, right? It's like the stream has a value, and at the end of the day, like, none of us know how much anybody's really getting paid at the top of the food chain, right? Like Spotify and Universal and Warner, and all, they don't really tell us, So this is the only business where it's like a dairy farmer selling milk to the grocery store, and the grocery store gives them a check and says, "Here's your money," and you go, "Well, what is this?"
Yeah.
Like, how do you break this down?
How did you come up with this number?
How do you come up with
right
this
here?
number? And then, we just take it as it is, and historically, like I think in the past, like the money was just so great that nobody asked questions because everybody was making millions and millions and millions. Like the trickle down effect was so big. You could be at the bottom of that food chain, you still made millions. Now everybody's like, "Yo, where's my money?" It's like everybody's seeing it. Like there's no trickle down effect anymore. Like you're not making nothing, so the companies at the top, the food chain, are making the bread, and the systems.
Man, sounds like this is first time
to continue
producing
making the bread,
products.
And so that's just like what it is, So.
That's the model of like, and that's exactly it. The ones at the top are always the first ones in are usually the ones that are going to make the most money.
And it's just systematic.
Let's see what else
that's just what
they
it is,
talking
It's
about,
like,
because he ain't
at the
really
end of the day,
talking
like that's a
about
big
nothing.
machine,
Being successful in the
have
music industry.
relationships with the DSPs. Do you know people in the building? Can you actually get something over there and put, whether it's New Music Friday, although we know algorithm is more important than editorial. Editorial is kind of more just like a vanity thing, almost a little bit. Yeah, it's good for a look, but nobody's really going and listening.
That's another thing too. I want to explain that to you guys too. That was a really good point he just made. All right. 2K, what up, bro? Appreciate the follow, bro. That was a really good point he just made. He said editorial is not as important as the algorithm working for you. That's an extremely, extremely important factor, right? Let me explain what that means and why and the science behind that. So we all heard of Rap Caviar, right? We all heard of Most Necessary, right? Those playlists, right? Those are called editorial playlists, right? Those are playlists that's owned by Spotify, and to get on them, you really got to jump through some loops, and then at the end of the day, you're going to need some paper, right, to get on those playlists, right? The thing about those playlists is if I go down the line and I start asking 1,000 people, when is the last time you listened to Rap Caviar, right? Out of that 1,000 people, the percentage is going to be so low out of those 1,000 people that you're going to ask yourself, because you have to think of it like this. The world around you, like this is how you got to think of marketing, right? If it doesn't work in the world around you, 9 times out of 10, it doesn't work out in the world outside of where you are as well. So what do I mean by that? If I could ask 1,000 people in my city, Brevard County, Florida, I could do a poll and say, when is the last time you guys really tuned in and listened to Rap Caviar, right? You're probably going to have less than 100 people say that they really listen to Rap Caviar. If I had to guess, it's probably going to be less than 5% that actually listen to Rap Caviar, right? So if that's the numbers, less than 5%, and then you do that across America, what I'm saying is people don't really listen to Rap Caviar. You just think they do because it's a major playlist and you see, and you've always heard about it, and you know what I'm saying? So you think that a lot of people get on there, but for the most part, people are going on, checking it out, and then they're getting up out of there. Nobody's really actively listening to Rap Caviar. It's not really a thing like that. You understand what I'm saying? As much as you think. So what I'm saying is maybe 3% max, exactly. Out of those 1,000%, you maybe might get 3% that's really like, okay, yeah, bro, I'll check out Rap Caviar. I really listen to rap. Like, just ask the people around you. Just ask the people around you. Just ask 10 people around you. Do you listen to Rap Caviar? If all 10 people say no, that's what's going on a wide scale. You see what I'm saying? That's what's going on a wide scale. That's just how it works. You just start scaling up, right? So what I'm saying is, what's more important in the music industry is that you get into the algorithm. And you might be saying, okay, bro, how do I get into the algorithm? This part's frustrating because unless you do it, you won't believe what I'm about to say. Right? Unless you've been a part of being in the algorithm, you just won't believe what I'm about to say. Getting into the algorithm is simply being great consistently over and over and over again. That's it. That's it. That's it. People try to make it seem like it's this magic thing that it does. There's no magic to it. Just be great over and over and over again consistently, and don't let this time that you're doing it go too far. So if you could make a song a week that's really good, you're gonna break into any algorithm, anyone, from SoundCloud to YouTube to TikTok to Spotify to iTunes to Tidal. It doesn't matter. If you can make a song a week that's really good consistently, you're gonna break into the algorithm. How can you say that, bro? How can you show us facts? How can you prove that? Well, the way I could prove that is, first of all, name somebody who's releasing a song a week, period. Good or bad. Right? That's the way I could prove it. Let's just start there. The algorithm is works off of what you feed it. Right? What you feed it. So even before it breaks down, is this good or is it not good? The first thing it's gonna break down is the consistency. What are you feeding me, bro? This motherfucker ain't drop one song every 2 years, but here you are dropping once every 2 weeks. Of course I'm gonna push you more. You're feeding me more. Right? So off the rip, without even going into just the music, it works off of what you're feeding it. Now, how can you say that, bro? How do you know that? What's your facts to break that down? This is my facts to break it down right here. What's the purpose of the algorithm? The algorithm's whole purpose is to do two things: keep you on the platform, make money. That's it. That's it. Once you understand the job of the algorithm, you can start breaking down the science and then figuring out how to manipulate it. Keep you on the platform, make money. Right? So how can I keep people on the platform if I'm not even giving them new material? The person that I'm gonna push in the algorithm is the person giving me new material, because that's what people want, is new material. It helps me keep people on the platform. Hey guys, here's new material. Hey guys, here's more new material. Hey guys, here's more new material. So whoever's giving me the most new material, they're automatically gonna win versus the person that's not giving me new material. Because my whole job is to keep people on the platform. Okay? Make money. Now we're talking about quality. Right? Whoever's giving me the most quality, they're going to stream him more. They're going to watch his video back on TikTok more. They're going to watch his video longer. That's going to make me money because I'm able to run ads. The quality. So when you put those two things together, that's all they're looking for. Quality, consistency, over and over and over again. All right? So for the reason I say that is because what he said, it's more important to get in the algorithm than it is to be on the editorial. And it's true. If you got songs that you're just killing them with, and you're pushing, you're releasing. It's way better than having one song on Rap Caviar and then dropping nothing for the next 2 years. I guarantee you drop that song on, you could have the #1 spot on Rap Caviar and then not drop nothing for a year and then drop the music by yourself without Rap Caviar. That shit won't even do 1,000 streams. I'm telling you, it won't do 1,000 streams. I'm telling you, it will not do 1,000 streams. Okay? You gotta push by yourself. You gotta get in the algorithm yourself.
Into it outside of like maybe the first 4 or 5 songs, right? But I think that's where distribution companies are focusing on. They're looking at it in terms of like, what value can we bring to the artist from a digital space, and that's where you have to really be able to provide for artists.
Yeah, but what difference does it make? Because, you know, like, if you don't got motion, you don't got motion. It doesn't matter. Like, what are they gonna pitch? You know, like, you have to create that data yourself, you know, as an artist, you know, like, and whether you have a distro with you or you're just going through TuneCore or you're signed to a major, that motion has to happen regardless. Nobody can create that for you but you, you know? So that's why I said it's more and more antiquated, because at the end of the day, that 10 or 15% isn't to help. It's just like, you know, at the end of the day, like, you still have to get your shit
We
going,
spoke on that.
you
We
know?
spoke on that already. You
Figure
gotta
out that
have
angle.
motion.
Yeah, figure out your...
We got it. You gotta have the motion. That labels don't care unless you have the motion going. We spoke on that. We definitely spoke on that.
your story, your everything, you know?
You guys are building something really special, or you guys have something really special, because you operate with such autonomy and you're doing the right deals with the right partners.
The Orchard deal is like, you know, it's the Orchard deal was done because it's a structure. You know, just having your own distro engine doesn't give you no structure. You know, it doesn't give you over time.
Having what?
Having your own engine. It doesn't matter if you have your own engine or if you're going here or there. You just don't, like, having a structure in this, what we just spoke about catalogs, you know, like building something.
He's talking
you know,
about,
like
when he
being able
says
to build it and
Orchard, he's
leverage
talking
it.
about
Like,
Sony
leverage is-
Orchard. So he said the Orchard deal, he's talking about Sony Orchard. So if you like into the music industry, you kind of you definitely at least heard about Sony Orchard, which is just the distribution company that distributes music, but they also do a little bit more for you. So he's gonna go into that right now.
Having your own engine.
So artists getting pushed by a label doesn't create motion. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. That's what we're trying to tell you. Like, think of it like this. What is Nardo Wick doing right now? How much motion does Nardo Wick have right now? If he drops a new song right now, is it getting millions of streams? No. You see what I'm saying? So initially, yes, they give you that push. Yes, you get motion out the gate. Okay? I have no idea who that is. Exactly. That proves my point. So initially, yes, the label gives you that first push. But if you can't keep that motherfucking ball rolling on your own, no. It goes back down. You might as well be independent again. It dies back down. All right? But yeah, like I said, he's about to talk about Sony Orchard, which is the distribution company. So let's see what he got to say about them.
You have your own engine, or if you're going here or there, you just don't, like, having a structure in this, what we just spoke about catalogs, you know, like building something, you know, like being able to build it and leverage it. Like, leverage is the most important thing, you know, like being able to take something and leverage it over time, you know, that's important. So when you're really fragmented and you're putting things out in different places, like, it doesn't make no sense over time. So whether you have your own engine or not, like, you got to think about what your objectives are. You know, I think for the amount of output we have, like, our objective is, like, we're building catalog by nature. You know, like, it's just happening. Like, whether an album is successful or not, it's still product. And
so what he's talking about is okay. So what he's talking about is, which this is another part of the game that I don't really speak on enough, but it is a part of the game, and I mean, it's important. I think it's at least important to let you guys know, and then you can make your own decision. You know. So this is the part of the game where there's a part of the game, right, where it doesn't have anything to do with labels. It's the distribution part, right? Where basically, depending on how many streams you get, what they do is they buy whatever you have going on. So basically, if you got 100 songs and it's doing a certain amount of streams every month, right? They'll give you up to 20x of what they think it's gonna do within the next 3 years, right? Up front. So instead of you waiting for that check coming $3,000 a month, that check coming $3,000 a month, whatever it is, they'll just give you that whole up to 20x up front, right? But the thing is, they're only giving you that for your catalog that you already made. So you no longer can make any money off of that catalog until they see back their money or until the time period of the contract is up, right? Now, scratch that. The other part of it is whatever you make outside of those 100 songs, they have nothing to do with that. So that's what they're talking about right now. Is right now the music game is turning into this little hustle where it's like, all right, bet. You want my catalog right now? All right, bet. Give me 60 grand. You can have it, right? And then whatever I make, I'm going to make a whole new catalog. And then I might have ran out of my 60 grand by then, but I got a whole new catalog. All right, you want this catalog? Bet. Give me another 60 grand. You can have this one. And I'm going to make, so it's you stuck in this loop where you basically making music just to sell it to the distribution company, just to make more music, just to sell it, just to make more music, so you stuck in this. So it's a whole nother part of the game that goes on like that, and that's the distribution game. All right, that's the distribution game.
To do what it does at any given moment. So it's like when you go back and you look back after 2 years, like, I mean, in the past, you know, all the albums we put out, I mean, Hip-Hop got nominated for Producer of the Year off of albums we did. You know, like we put those out ourselves. Like,
that's amazing.
Yeah, we didn't submit, like, you know, the stuff he did for Travis Scott or this or that. We did his dad's album. We did Music Soul Child. We did all the things that we did. You know.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, like, you know, that's our product. You know, so it's over time. You know, product becomes catalog, and catalog becomes something you could leverage. You know, and it's just a business. You know,
yeah,
it's a business.
being nominated because, and you mentioned this in the tweet, where it's basically you were working with Nas, you're working with your father, and you're working on your own music.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
With the Music Soul Child album. But, man, it's like really just stuff that I'm truly involved in, you know what I mean? Just like locked in.
How
it feels good.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And how important is it to have a manager who understands exactly what you need to do and how much output you have and deliver the things that you want to do?
Super important, man. I didn't flipped over ping pong tables being mad at my managers. I just socked holes in walls. I did some shit just like not, you know, getting the energy back that, you know, I felt like I deserved, or just like whatever it was, like, you know. So it's like, bro, like I said, man, I feel like I finally got the ecosystem I always needed. I just always had
that one is a little weird right there. I mean, when you talk about managers and him getting mad at managers because they wasn't reciprocating the same energy and this and third. At the end of the day, I think that if you don't know the job of a manager, you're gonna be mad. All right? The job of a manager is not to go out there and get you gigs. It's not to go out there and set up shows. It's not to go out there and, you know, like get you on. And the job of a manager is not to do any of that shit. The job of a manager is to manage what the fuck you already have going on. Not to get you more shit going on. Okay? That's the job of a manager. They're just managing what the fuck you already got going on, bro. Now, if they want to do extra shit, that's cool. But you can't get mad at them for not doing extra shit. That's not their job. The job of a manager is to fucking make sure the paperwork's right. Okay? Make sure that you feel me? Handle the business, make sure you get paid, and then to take the percentage, answer the phone calls, Make sure you get your cut, set up the shows, not go get the shows, set up the shows, answer the phone call, get the contracts in. Here, sir, here you go. This is what you need to sign. And I'm gonna put this on the calendar. Boom, boom, boom. You feel me? That's the job of a manager. Is to manage what the fuck you already got going on. You already got 4 shows a month coming in. You need somebody to manage that shit. Not you got 0 shows coming in, but you need a manager to get you 4 shows coming in. That's not a manager. That's a promoter. That's a promoter. That's a whole different fucking department. The person who goes out and gets you the shows is a promoter. The person who goes out and builds relationships for you is your fucking PR. That's not your manager. That's your PR representative. Public relations. Okay? Relationships. Public relationships. PR. Promoter. They promote you. They go get you shows and shit. They set shit up for you. Okay? Not your manager. So if you come in this motherfucker not understanding the different departments, of course you're going to be mad at your manager because you want your manager to be the fucking PR and the promoter. But that's not who the fuck your manager is. Your manager should be mad at you because he ain't got shit to manage. You talking about you mad at your manager should be mad at you. This motherfucker phone's supposed to be ringing off the hook. I ain't got no phone calls in 2 months, nigga. You ice cold. You ice fucking cold right now, bro. But you mad at me. Okay? So you gotta know the different departments. Once you know the different departments, you'll chill the fuck out. All right? But the label signed them based off them seeing metrics, apparently it's not correlating. Yeah, so for that, when the label is signing you off the metrics and you know you might have a little bit of a fan base, it's you in the stages, you in the beginning stages of you trying shit out, you putting music out. That means you've been consistent. That means you in their face. That means you're doing everything right. Now, like I said, it's only 2 ways to go from there. You can either go up or you could go down. You can either keep going up, keep trying new shit, keep making sure your music's good, or you could be like, okay, I'm signed to a label, I made it, and get lazy, and that's it. You start going down. All right? Say that again, bro. Break it down again, please. You ice cold, nigga. Okay? Your ass ice cold, nigga. You feel me? Nigga ain't got no phone call in 2 months. Nobody calling about nothing. No features, no shows, nothing. You ice cold. You mad at this man for trying to set shit up for you. You should be grateful this man trying to set shit up, man. You feel me? Yeah, man. That's what it is, man. You feel me? You gotta know the different departments. Even, once you know the different departments, that's your team. That's your team. Because motherfuckers talking about, I heard somebody in here earlier was talking about, what about if I got a team? Shit, I don't think you got no team. Because if you ain't got no PR that you got on payroll, if you ain't got no manager that's eating from your shows, if you ain't got no promotional team that's everybody eating, you feel me? If you ain't got no producer that you hired to make sure your music right, if you ain't got no motherfucking A&R to make sure that he's getting some more outside connections for you, you feel me? The A&R is still the link between, and will always be the link between the artist and the label. That's what A&R stands for. That's what A&R stands for. Okay? It's short for artist representative. Okay? It's not really representative. Okay? It's repertoire, but that's just French for representative. Okay? That's what A&R stands for. The A&R is the link between the artist and the label. So now, if you ain't if you ain't signed to a motherfucking label, if you trying to do everything on by yourself, you still need an A&R. Why? Because bitch, I might need some of them motherfucking connections you got over there. Whether I'm signed to them or not, you got the fucking connections. You know the fucking phone calls to fucking make and the people that I need to get in touch with. You're still the link, bro. So if you ain't got no fucking A&R on your team, I don't understand what type of team you got. You ain't really got that much going on. You got a little something, you might got a little something, but if you ain't got no A&R somewhere in there, you feel me? You gotta have at least an A&R on standby that you could motherfucking call. You feel me? Hey, bro. Shit, I got this going on, but what can you do? You feel me? At least on standby if he ain't on the team fully committed. Something. Okay? He's still the connection between the artist and the label. All right? Now, if you got all these things set in place, okay, now you got a team. Now you can talk about now you got a team. Now this is the difference between your deal and the label deal. Okay, now we can talk about that. We was talking earlier about how artists only get 10,000 to 200,000 cap when they get signed. But if you got a team that's on payroll, not a team that's, hey, bro, here go $50, blah, 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 blah. Here go $60 here and that, da, 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 da. No. That's not payroll. That's not payroll. Payroll means that you got a checking account that says such and such records. We could just use my shit, 45 records, and you could write out a check from 45 records for payroll. You know where you put what it's for? You know the part where you put what it's for? Why the fuck do y'all think they have that part that you put what it's for? Why the fuck do y'all think that's what it's that part exists for? Just to look fucking cute? The only reason that part exists is so they could track what the fuck you doing with your money. For payroll. Rip that bitch off, give it to somebody. Now, when it comes time to get a record deal as a label, you got motherfucking 200,000 that you done paid out for payroll on paper. How the fuck can they sign you for 200,000 when you done paid out 200,000? Getting signed as a label is completely different getting signed as an artist. They got to come with a bigger bag, bro. You getting signed as a label, if you got your shit in order and you really cutting checks to all these departments that I'm talking about, your shit looking like 10 M's. You feel me? Your shit looking like 10 M's. Your shit looking like a partnership deal. You feel me? Your shit looking like a partnership deal. Your shit looking like a 50-50 split partnership. 10 M's, and then whatever come in 50-50, we split that bitch. Your contract is completely different, brother, because you're doing everything by yourself. You see what I'm saying? That's a team. That's a team. If you ain't got shit on payroll, oh yeah, we got this, but yeah, bro, I just gave her $30 last week for putting some posters up. All right. All right, bet. You feel me? Bet. All right, let's see what else they got going on here.
Around me, I didn't realize that, but that was all for learning. That was all supposed to happen, but now I know what's real, what's authentic, and what really makes sense for me.
Well, I'll be clear. It's one of one.
No, for sure.
Funny. Like you know.
Wait, I'm blessed to work with a Hit Boy because
well, that's what I was gonna say.
Hit Boy, it is Hit Boy.
Right?
Man, there's a lot of people I talk to and they're like, man, I wish I could manage a Hit Boy. Like it's like because they're sitting there trying to just get
okay, so that's his manager
off the ground. It's
that's
like,
his manager.
It's like we're over here doing 4 hours.
Okay, so that's his manager. $30 is wild. I mean, to be fair, I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, because to run a label successfully, you can't just be kicking out a whole bunch of money to different departments unless you know that for sure they're gonna bring. bring you back the money. So let's talk about that, right? So as an entrepreneur, right? This is a big one. As an entrepreneur in any business, you want to hire the person that's the most expensive. You want to, right? But the only reason you want to do that is because if I hire somebody for 150,000, right? If I hire somebody for 150,000 to handle a department in my business, the only thing on that motherfucker's mind better be, how can I make him 400,000? Okay? The only thing that motherfucker should be thinking about is, how can I make him $400,000? If not, that's the wrong person. You hired the wrong person. Okay? That's it. Once we sign that motherfucking contract for $150,000, bitch, you better eat, breathe, sleep. Bitch, I'm talking about, bitch, what? And the only thing on your mind need to be, how can I make this man $400,000? Right? But that's the cost of paying for somebody expensive. Right? Now, the alternative is, yeah, you're going to have to chip $30, $30, $30, $30, $30, you know what I'm saying? And just, because otherwise you're going to be throwing out a whole bunch of money that's never coming back. Because to find somebody, this is important, to find somebody that's worth $150,000, that's the only priority from then on is to make you $400,000, is a needle in a fucking haystack, for real. To find that person, you might have to interview literally 2,000 people to find that one person. So now you done spent 6 months of your life just looking for this motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? Who has that time? Who has time like that on their hands? Now, when you find him, he's worth it. Because, bitch, anybody here would like to give somebody 150,000 and get 400,000 back? Raise your hand. You feel me? Raise your hand. When you find that motherfucker, it might be worth the 6 months. You see what I'm saying? But you might have to go through 6 months of finding him. He's a needle in a haystack. Okay? He's a needle in a haystack. All right? But you want to pay for the people that's more expensive as long as they're adding value. As long as they're adding value, it makes sense. It makes sense. All right? Because the motherfucker you just paid $20,000 to, that motherfucker ain't bringing in nothing. You just paid $20,000. He literally is not bringing in nothing. Zero. Literally zero. But you paid $20,000. So you lost $20,000 versus you would have made, $250,000 for paying for this motherfucker that's $150,000. So that's the thought process behind finding employees. When you're an entrepreneur, that should be your thought process. I gotta find people that's expensive, that's worth it, that know what they're doing. I gotta kick out for them. I gotta make sure I'm paying, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't be cheap. In this game, you can't be cheap. If you want to win, you can't be cheap. You feel me? If you want to win, you can't be cheap. You got to be ready to take some losses. You got to be ready to go through a couple people. But really, it comes down to how adamant are you about the interview process. You know what I'm saying? How adamant, how are you about doing the interviews? How many people are you going to go through to find that person? All right. I don't really see anything too much. All right, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna grab something to eat, and I'm gonna jump back on bitch ass TikTok. All right, I'm gonna jump back on bitch ass TikTok and see what they got going on. And we'll do some more music reviews. All right, for maybe like an hour or so. So if you got some music you want to send in, all right, just look for the notification. We'll jump back on TikTok. Appreciate y'all hanging out. I think today was a good little rap session for sure. W's in the chat if y'all feel the same way. Hey man, sub, man. Sub. If you got some good information today, sub, because it helps the channel. Not because I need the money, because it helps the channel. You feel me? Sub. If you can. If you got it, sub. If not, if you don't got it, cool. Hold on to your bread. You feel me? Hold on to your bread. Go get you a little chicken sandwich from McDonald's. But if you got it, sub. Sub. Make sure you follow. All right. Appreciate y'all. And yeah, I'll see y'all on TikTok. And like, I don't know. I feel like I'm losing my voice, so I don't know if I'm gonna jump on TikTok. I'm not gonna make no promises. But if I can,